Hey, all you cool cats and gamers! Welcome to No Category Left Behind, the GDQ Hotfix show that showcases category extension speedruns. I'm your host, Nuclear, and tonight we've got Super Mario Galaxy featuring Jhay. Before we get started, though, I do have a few announcements. GDQ 2023 Online will be January 8th to the 15th. Game submissions and event volunteer applications are now open until September 24th. Head to GamesDoneQuick.com for more information. Additionally, today is the last day to apply to become a host judge for GDQ 2023 Online. Use command AGDQ in chat if you'd like to apply. That being said, I'll go ahead and pass it over to Jhay to introduce himself and the run and what we're going to be watching tonight. Take it away.
All right, chat. Are we ready? You know what time it is. It is Green Stars. Hello, everyone. I am Jhay. I am a Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 speedrunner, and I'm joined today by Rox. Hello, Rox.
Hedge, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah, Rox is going to be joining us in commentary today. I'm going to showcase Green Stars. One of my just favorite categories. I love Green Stars.
I love greens.
We all love Green Stars.
I love greens.
But hey, you might notice we've got a file, and it's already got 120 stars, so Green Stars has just been unlocked. First thing you'll see when we load up is greens being scattered everywhere, and then we're just going to go get them all. And it's easy as that. Hopefully. We'll never know. But yeah, are we ready?
Yeah, go ahead and count us down.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Green Stars.
Woo! I love greens. Yeah, so the first thing you'll notice is that he's playing on Japanese, and that's because there are a bunch of different versions that you can play this game on. The fastest for any percent is actually the Chinese disc version of the game, just due to text. But because there's so few amount of text, and there's more like lows than there is text, the actual Japanese virtual console version of the game is the fastest version for greens. So he's playing on JPVC.
Yeah, basically, it's a pretty linear category because we basically already have all the galaxies unlocked. So we're just gonna go and just sweep World 1 through World 6, and then S, finish it off. No fancy routing or anything. You know, you could theoretically do different routes depending on preference, but what I'm doing is gonna be the fastest. Starting off with Sky Station.
Yeah.
We're gonna be starting off with 3, I think. Why not start off with 1? But I know Rox is dying to explain that to you.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm so ready to explain why we start with 3 instead of 1.
Yep.
Basically, it doesn't actually matter. You're on max file, right?
Yeah, I'm on max file.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually matter if you're just doing max file. But in 242 runs, which is you don't have the max amount of like star bits and coins or whatever. Starting with 3, actually, like you save a text box if you start with 3 because you get a coin in 3, but you don't get a coin in Green Star 1 and 2. And if you get a coin, you lose time when you complete the galaxy. But because if you get the coin with like the galaxy complete text when you complete the galaxy, then it doesn't lose any time. Yeah, so we just choose 3 because it saves time. And there's 1 of 120.
That is 1 star down. Hopefully they'll all go as easy as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this file that I'm playing on is basically I don't know, not really a new game file, but it's like, it's made in a way to be very optimal for greens. It's got max coins, it's got max star bits, everything's unlocked, and we were just ready to collect some green stars. So we start off pretty easy in Sky Station. It's kind of like, you know, the calm before the storm.
Oh, for sure.
And then we immediately get into Yoshi Star.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice this one, probably the easiest green star in the entire game.
I love Sky Station Green Star 1.
It's not even the fastest one. There are faster green stars in this.
It's crazy. But yeah, as we have to watch this like 20-second long cutscene, flying to the galaxy, this enormous fanfare. Talk to the Luma. We're gonna set out on a great adventure to get this green star, and then it's right behind the house.
Yeah, and it's right here. Probably, I think that's the third fastest green.
Second or third, I think.
But yeah, it is very fast. I also got to be repping the Luigi hacks. We're playing Luigi today. So we play as Luigi in greens because Luigi can jump higher, he can long jump further. Overall, his whole moveset is completely so much more optimal than Mario's.
And he's just better to look at, obviously.
Yeah, he's just the better brother.
He's just the more attractive brother as well, yeah. Right here, Jay's gonna be choosing, selecting Green Star 1 instead of just like auto-selecting Green Star 2, because if you click on a star that you've already watched, then you can skip the cutscene. But it's not gonna skip the cutscene immediately. It's gonna wait a little bit, and there's this timing you can do to skip that first Luma text box, where it's like as soon as Luigi flings out his arms, like, whoa, I'm flying, you can skip the cutscene and then just like mash A, and then you're able to backflip immediately, skipping the Luma text box as you saw there. We're heading into Green Star 2.
Yeah, so yeah, that cutscene skip this is about 4 seconds. Pretty weird to do because you're basically timing it with the cutscene. But yeah, it allows us to get in really quickly. And that's basically it for Sky Station already.
Yeah, really good Sky Station. And now time to cry.
Hey, you might think, oh, what a relatively chill speedrun. You know where all the green stars are, they're not exactly hidden. You just go get the green stars. But now we get to the levels with Yoshi. And people that watch Green Stars they'll know that this is where every run just,
Everyone
you go back to
goes
Sky Station after this stuff.
Or you start here.
Yeah, or you start here in...
A lot of people, Jay included, like to start Green's runs with Yoshi Star because of how difficult this trick is. And it loses like 2 seconds to start with Yoshi Star rather than Sky Station. It loses like the 2 map movements, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt this once. If I don't get it, I'll do the regular strat. I gotta try and show off the cool strats for the stream.
You gotta show off the cool strats.
Gotta show off the cool strats. Be rude not to.
So yeah, Yoshi in this game is kind of busted, and that's a good thing. In other games, is busted for bad reasons, but Yoshi in this game you can flutter infinitely, and those are called infinite flutters. And the reason they're called that is because you can flutter infinitely. But you have like a tight window to like release the A button, hit the Z button to like crouch with Yoshi in midair, then you can start fluttering again, as you can see right here. But what Jay's going to be trying to do is bouncing off this berry, and if you hit the tongue button, you can do it off the other berry, or you can just do this one. But yeah, this is the greens flutter. It's very difficult, a lot more difficult than the original.
Ooh, it still actually worked. Okay,
I'm surprised that worked.
I was lucky, honestly. I'll take it.
That was that was really lucky. But as you can see, we just skipped like 20 seconds there. We skipped a whole planet, pulling the giant fruit thingy. I forget what you do, Cowboy. But yeah, good time save. And now, so Yoshi can only, the reason that's so difficult is because Yoshi can only move horizontally for around 10-ish seconds before he loses all his momentum. And I think that's due to like a failsafe in the game where you like just lose all momentum in midair with Yoshi. But you can go infinitely vertical. And so you lose all your speed after 10 seconds with Yoshi, which is why you have to dismount with all that speed, make it into the gravity field of that planet, and then ground pound into that planet. But vertically, you just kind of climb and you go fast.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Perfect explanation. Yeah, that's not the last thing you're gonna see of infinite fluttering. There is basically every level that has Yoshi has infinite flutters, and they are incredibly broken and very fast. So you're gonna see me abusing a lot of Yoshis in this run to, go fast.
They can teleport back into their eggs, it's fine. No Yoshis are harmed at the making of the speedrun.
Yeah, same thing again. I did the third star first. So when you're in the menu, if you point away from the screen, you can just mash A, and it'll auto-select the first star that's available to you, which is in this case Green Star 1. But we're not actually going to do Green Star 1, I'm going to leave that till last. Because doing the third one first allows us to insta-select a level we've already been to, which allows us to skip the beginning cutscene. So we can basically just use this. We can skip the cutscene for Green Star 2, we can skip the cutscene for Green Star 1, and each big cutscene is like 15 seconds. So it adds up a lot, because there's like, I think you could probably skip about 70 or 80 cutscenes in this. Saves a lot of time.
Yeah, there's a ton, and the fact that, like, though it's so easy to, like, accidentally, because sometimes you do stars out of order for cycles, we'll get into that later, but it's so easy just to muscle memory and click off of it, like auto-select the star, boom, 15 seconds lost, you feel like an idiot, and you're behind in your speedrun.
Yeah, you really gotta be focused when you're menuing. Mm-hmm. Definitely a lot of ways you can mess things up.
Yeah, and it's like hard because like in Galaxy games, there's a decent amount of downtime. So it's really easy just to turn your brain off and like, okay, we're just getting back into the level, nothing to do right here.
Yeah, the autopilot kicks in.
So another thing that you're gonna be noticing is that there's this orange friend following Luigi around. His name's Oddme. He is the strongest of all. But that is the 2P cursor. And Jay's using 2P because it saves a decent amount of time throughout some levels. Not too much in greens, but what 2P can do in this game is... Yeah, you can see the weird mode.
Yeah, I can actually show it in the camera. So I've got rubber bands at the top to keep the cursor together. I've got Velcro in the middle, and I basically just hold it like this. And I'm controlling the Loomer at the same time. I'm controlling Luigi at the same time. There's a couple of small optimizations that I can try and point out across the run. But yeah, just keep an eye on our little orange friend.
Yeah, but usually what it's used for is like collecting... I don't know, you can collect purple coins in the 120 star speed run. You can collect regular coins, which can be useful for some skips if that take damage because coins heal you. You can also like break Yoshi eggs faster, grab checkpoints, and like stop enemies. Like you can like freeze enemies, and including these green laser thingies that you see in Flip Swap here. And in Flip Swap, we're gonna see a pretty cool strat for 2 really quick stars. They're called silly jumps because they are very silly and they are very much a jump. And basically what you want to do, shake as soon as you leave the blue platform.
Whoops. That's not how you do it.
Yeah. But you can see he's trying to get the momentum of the red platform, like flipping over to launch Luigi.
Oh. There we go.
There you go, yeah. And you just get a ton of height and speed. And it's really cool. Momentum in this game works like... It works honestly pretty realistically, where if you get launched by something and launch yourself at the same time, you get launched, and that was a good silly jump.
Yeah, that was a bit better.
You just get a ton of speed, ton of momentum, and you can do a ton of really cool skips in the game like that. But that's what's up Green Star 2. I'm getting Green Star 1 next. Very simple, just the one silly jump that Jay kept dying on the first time. Just right into the star.
We've done a repeat of last star. It's another one of the fastest in the game. You'll notice all the Green Star 1s, they're a lot quicker. Like, Green Star 1, it'll start off in the beginning section, Green Star 2 will be a bit further on, and Green Star 3 will be like right at the end.
Yeah, or in a completely... Like, some stars have Yoshi, like, Spin Dig 1, Spin Dig 2. Like, there's 2 separate, like, missions for each galaxy. And the third Green Star will sometimes even both the second and third Green Star will be in that final mission. But, yeah, that's... Green Star 1, a little bit of a weird angle. You need to get a weird angle to go right into the star there, but you can.
Could have been worse.
Now we're moving on to Spin Dig. Spin Dig is an interesting one.
Spin Dig's pretty cool. I like Spin Dig. I think it's a pretty cool level.
Spin Dig's cool. Spin Dig's cool in greens. There are a few pretty cool tricks you can do that are actually... They're not greens exclusive, but... Yeah, they're greens exclusive.
On the first level, this shows off the spin drill. So if you're not that familiar with Galaxy 2, there's a bunch of different power-ups and transformations you can, chains into as Mario and Luigi, help you get through the levels. This one has the spin drill. It allows you to, drill through the floor. Pretty self-explanatory. This level is completely made of dirt, and it's got, weird gravity on either sides. But,
yeah,
that's basically it.
But we're going to be seeing a skip on, I believe, the second planet, where you can actually extend your extend your hitbox into a dirt pillar, a dirt tower, flip inside that dirt tower, and skip having to drill like 3 other times around. So you're gonna see it on this planet right here. What Jay's gonna do is he's gonna be long jumping into the spin drill, doing a homing ground pound so he gets all the momentum, land right next to this pillar, do a double jump to clip into the pillar, as you can see, just clip right in. That's not supposed to happen. And then go all the way back here. Hey Jay, you missed a Green Star.
Yeah, we've got a lot of very funny Green Star jokes. I'm sure Rox will be happy to tell you all of them.
We love greens. Yeah. But you just long jump to the star here and backflip. Boom. Another thing with greens is that it's very easy just to muscle memory into the regular star.
Oh, I've done that so many times.
The amount of times I've gotten to the launch star past that. It's very easy to muscle memory, forget what star you're doing. Yeah, it can be rough.
Yeah, one level I did there in before, Rox, I was in Cloudy Court. I was like 7 hours into my 242 and I grabbed the yellow star.
Green star?
Green star.
The amount of times... Don't get me started on the Chipotle run, the green segment of that.
The Chipotle.
the fabled Chipotle run. Yeah, but I'm notorious for just grabbing regular stars and greens. It's bad. It's not a good thing to be notorious for. Anyway, Green Star 1, Spin Dig, very simple. You already saw it, flash by your screen.
Yeah, you know what this one is. You can point it out.
Yeah, we just get on this little fence over here, and then just do a quick little jump up to the star. Boom, done.
Another really quick star there. And on this one, you might notice that we didn't do 3, then 2, then 1. This time we did 2, then 1. The Green Star 3 in this level is in a completely different section of the level, so we actually have to select Green Star 3 here to get there. You'll notice as soon as we spawn in, everything will look completely different.
Yeah, and I think what Jay's gonna be doing, I don't know if you go for this. I'm sure you do, but you can do a long jump that's like, it's not Luigi only, but with Mario, it's like super hard.
Oh no, we do a different strat now. 2P's broken.
Oh, you have 2P, I forgot. Oh,
we do the 2P cheese though.
You use the 2P cheese, that's so cringe.
Yeah, this is just the first, well, one of the first things you'll see me using 2P for in the run. So there's gonna be a crystal just below at the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna do a spin cancel long jump. So I'm gonna spin with the 2P while also spinning as Luigi. It'll cancel the spin so I can get a long jump. And it'll allow me to get straight into the star while breaking the crystal.
Yeah, and we actually timed this so it's faster than the other strat I was about to talk about. We can just long jump straight from the original platform to this platform with the Piranha Plant. But that 2P strat like saves time over it. So yeah, 2P. But right here, this is just, you know, the 2D section. It's called that because it's a section in 2D. And we're gonna do a little bit of a backwards momentum jump off the, I don't know what they're called. The driller people? The driller, they're not people, but they're like drills, I don't know. Sentient drills. Get backwards momentum off of that, hit the wall jump into the star. Backwards momentum in this game works very similar to most other Mario games, especially 3D Mario games, where you move faster going backwards. So you actually see heading back to like the starship like wheel to like get back to like the super overworld thing. You're gonna see Jay like jumping, then shaking, then using the backwards momentum from the shake to land on like the switch to enter the world map. And that's just faster than just walking or like backflip and doing anything else, just because of how backwards momentum is.
Alright, now this level is one of my favorite seeing greens. Like normally we do this level as Mario because it's very early in the run, but because we're playing greens, we can do it as Luigi. And this has some of the most fun Luigi movement you'll ever see. It is so satisfying to pull off a perfect right side down.
This is a really cool.
Also very hard though.
Yeah, incredibly difficult. So let's see if we can do it. Basically, what we're going to be doing, the gimmick is supposed to be hitting these switches, flipping the gravity, but we're just going to be running, skipping past all that, jumping question blocks. Right here, we're going to be doing a cool thing where we can just long jump past the slope, but then get a slope jump, which is like not frame perfect, but you have a few frames so you can jump on it, get all your speed, land over there. Right here, we're going to be doing backwards momentum off the wall, the spin bonk there, intentional. Get past all this. And we're going to keep going, and right here we have the Fire Flower. And the Fire Flower is interesting in this game because if you mash Z while you shake, you can spin and just shoot a million fireballs at once. And that is really useful to get through here. Right here, this is crate skip. You skip the crates. And then this is crate skip 2. It's not really a skip, but you did it anyway. And then what we're going to be doing here, launching into this platform, doing a triple jump, or just a double jump, to get on top of here. This is actually intentional. There's actually one up on here, on this little like wooden platform.
That was really good.
So it's like a developer.
That felt nice.
Really good, yeah. It can be really tricky to grab that star heading back into the like 2D section because the transition periods from 3D into 2D can be a little tricky. So when that gravity like field hits, your hitbox is kind of all over the place and it's hard to get that star sometimes.
That was actually
really
gold.
Yeah, that was really clean.
Hopefully see some more of those. I've been practicing a lot for this.
I thought you just loved green so much that you've just been playing greens.
I play so much greens.
I love green.
Alright, Rex, you ready to explain all that movement? But again,
I'm so ready to explain all that movement.
It's
But
the great
again,
stuff for this one. We already passed it. You might not have saw it, but we actually went past this one. So now we can just skip the cutscene again, go straight back in round 2.
Yep.
Hopefully as clean
So
as last
basically-
time.
We're gonna be bouncing off the Goomba so we don't get the bonk. Land on the thing. We're gonna long jump as soon as we get up. Jump, bounce on the Goomba, get on that thing. Long jump over there with Luigi. Gonna keep running. We're just gonna keep running over there. Land on that. It's actually really tight. A lot harder than it looks. It's gonna be long jumping here. Getting that slow jump again. Boom. Landing to the red section. We're just walking, long jumping, bouncing off this Goomba to make it over here. We have to wait a little bit before we do that spin bonk because of this, just how the cycles line up. And boom, got it. Nice job. Gonna be long jumping from this time. Like I said, we're supposed to be upside down at this point. We are not supposed to be facing this direction, gravity-wise. And then, boom, Fire Flower. Like I said earlier with the Fire Flower, do Bam Z, shake at the same time. It like cancels your shake animation and you can shoot a ton at once. Not able to get the wall jump. Might be costing him some time there. But crate skip, boom. These crates can be really finicky. You can get some really weird clips that happen that's for seemingly no reason. Then long jump into back from 3D into 2D. Shake, grab the star. That was really good.
No, that was clean. I'm proud of that. That was good. Yeah, there are a lot of beautiful movement sections like that in greens. Like, comparing to like the other Galaxy 2 runs, there aren't as many like huge flashy tricks. But in terms of movement, the movement in greens is just beautiful. So in Fluffy Bluff, we're gonna get introduced to the Cloud Flower, and that's just it gets even more beautiful. It's just fantastic.
Oh yeah, Green Star 3 in Fluffy Bluff is one of the coolest stars in the game. It's one of the 10 stars actually in the game in greens.
It is definitely one of the stars.
It's definitely one of the stars in greens. We like to say in that there were only like 10 stars in greens. This is one of the 10 stars.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can already see it in the cutscene. If you've got great eyes, you can definitely see that one in the back.
The rest, other than them, is just an auto-scroller. Besides those 10 stars.
Yeah, you're gonna see some fancy cloud movement in this, which I'm sure Rox is gonna love explaining.
Oh, I love the cloud. This is like the greatest power-up in all of gaming. Basically, boom, cloud side flip. That is you have a few frames to do a side flip off the cloud, get a ton of height and speed. Then over here, we're gonna be skipping almost the entirety of the whole level by just using long jumping over from where you get the secret. That's not a jump.
That is not a long jump.
Then using the cloud flower to getting over here, landing on this cloud flower again. Then we're gonna be heading into this section over here, doing a backflip into a cloud side flip, into a cloud boosted long jump, which is where you use the cloud to create the cloud under your feet, and then get yourself a ton of momentum from the cloud, just like the poof up. That upwards poof gives you a ton of momentum that you can long jump over.
Yeah, there's all sorts of cloud movement you can do in this to get a bunch of speed, a bunch of heights. We got cloud long jumps, we got just cloud single jumps, cloud side flips, cloud back flips. I don't know if we do any cloud backflips in greens, but there's definitely a couple in the normal run. Yeah, these next two, very fast stars. This is probably one of the exceptions where Green Star 2 is actually faster than Green Star 1.
Oh, Green Star 3 Starshine. Backflips.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Which is another one of the stars in greens. But we'll get there. Anyway, Green Star 2. The only reason it's faster than Green Star 1 is because Green Star 1, in proximity to where you start this level, Green Star 1 is directly above you, but you have to get the cloud flower up. Cloud power up. But Green Star 2, just get the star, get the cloud, boom, star's right there. We have to walk like around 2 more seconds longer for Green Star 1.
This Green Star, directly above the spawn. So we're gonna move forward and do some backtracking and some more fancy cloud movement to grab it.
Some major backtracking.
Probably one of the biggest backtracking you'll see in the entire run.
Yeah. Like, it's like almost Metroidvania-esque how much backtracking you have to do.
It's really nice playing greens when you're in the zone playing well and you just green stack. It goes by so quickly.
It goes by fast. But when you're not playing well, oh my god, it's the most torturous long.
It goes the complete opposite.
It is so bad when you're playing rough. It can be a difficult no reset to do for sure. But it's been a pretty clean run so far, so.
Yeah, apart from Flip Swap, this actually been pretty good.
Yeah. That was only like 30 seconds too, so still sub 3 pace.
There's a very small chance that I could actually PB today, but I'm not gonna get our hopes up yet. We'll wait and see.
Especially coming up, we have one of the most difficult stars in my opinion in the run. Fire Flotilla Green Star 2.
I know a lot of people really don't like this one. I think this is a pretty cool Green Star.
It's cool to do, but the strat is like really hard. I'm just not good at it because I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue if this is the intentional way. I'm assuming this isn't the intentional way of getting the stuff.
It's not the intentional way. You can long jump from the backside with the launch.
But I only know speed run. Go fast.
There's no way this is the intentional way of doing it. Basically, what we're going to be doing right here is a couple of skips in Fire Flotilla. So it's kind of cool to see. First off, what you're going to be doing is just long jumping, skipping some basic platforming stuff. Then we're going to be getting on top of this swamp here. Then from this swamp, we're going to be doing a backflip up to this section, then doing a long jump to skip the gravity. Boom, get the checkpoint. And now we're going to go backwards again, a long jump from that platform, damage boost once, damage boost twice, get the star. Really nice job.
It's always scary because, you can't really see if you're going to miss it
terrifying.
until you do.
Because depth perception can be really weird there. So...
Yeah, that's probably one of the most well-known, would you even call it an out of bounds getting on the castle? I know there's one-ups and stuff on this, so it's pretty much intentional.
No, it's not out of bounds. Yeah.
It's probably one of the coolest parts of the level. You can do so much from up in there. You can skip straight to the boss. You can basically go wherever you feel like.
The skip straight to the boss is definitely not intentional, but I think getting
for
straight
sure.
is intentional.
Yeah, this one, the cycle is a little bit different, so we're going to do a little bit different movement, allowing us to catch an earlier cycle for the womp.
Yep.
Hopefully get a bit of a boosted jump while he's going up.
Yeah, basically, you can start one here, pretty simple. Just long jump across these. You have to make sure you time it so you don't, long jump straight into one of the gaps, but fucking below. That was Creepygar's favorite star. Shouts to Creepygar.
I know everyone loves Fire Flotilla 1.
Oh, Fire Flotilla Green Star 1's such a great star.
Alright, yeah, but that's World 1 finished. There's no more greens in World 1. Completely done, 25 minutes in. Now in a 242, this would be 6 hours in. Good. Yeah, so greens usually, it's about a 3-hour run. World record is 2:59.17. My PB is a 3:01. But yeah, it's usually around the 3-hour mark, these kind of runs. It can be pretty long.
But actually, that was not the case until very recently. We had a recent, I would say within the past year or so, a recent surge in greens.
Just Galaxy in general has just had a huge boost over the last year and a half.
Greens, we've had people like Keegan SemiH, who's pushed greens down past the 303 level, which it was at for a while. Then we had Galactic, who took it for a little bit, and still really good greens, has a 301 now. Jhay, who got good at greens because he loves greens
it's
so
all because of 2P, man, I just cheat.
And then the world record holder, Hardcore Gaming, who is coming back from falling off his first quest back to the 9 of the 9 grind. Was good, sub 3 greens, and he got it and killed it with an incredible run. Right here, cool little skip, long jump under the platform. Never mind.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that, that's not what you do. But you can see what he was going for. Long jump under the platform, spin, get the star.
I think I'll take that a little bit safer.
Yeah. But you can do this cool little triple jump here to skip that wall jumping section that the hustle plankers cut out for you. Yeah, just let up get a little more parallel to the wall. Boom, get it. Easy. But yeah, a lot of greens. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just to say, I know Jay just joked about being a cheater for using the 2-player. Does that just save a significant amount of a stupidly
in this category? It's nothing. It's probably one of the least impactful categories for 2P.
Yeah, Galaxy 2 in general.
Gosh, such a cheater.
Galaxy 2 in general is not that 2P reliant as Galaxy 1. Because Galaxy 1 you can use 2P to do 2P jumps, get extra height, which makes a lot of skips a lot easier or even possible. But there's really not much of that in Galaxy 2. Anyway, cool thing right here, triple jump right to the box. That was really clean. That was really clean.
Beautiful.
Shouts to Velopia for that one. Who she actually found that you can do a triple jump, use a mega triple jump, which is a whole nother bag of worms to explain. Right into the star.
Gotta love this mega triple jump.
Those later. Oh, the mega triples. But yeah, 2P is completely legal and completely allowed. Also remember to choose Green Star 1 here. Otherwise, you will be watching the cutscene. This is one of those things you have to like pay attention menuing wise, because if you select anything that isn't Green Star 1, if you just like auto select the star for Green Star 2, then you have to watch the cutscene, which is unfortunate. And the reason we get Green Star 1 before 2 is because if you break that box, and it's really easy to break that box, that Green Star 1's above, then you can't get it anymore. And so we save that one for before Green Star 2, because if you do Green Star 1 first, break the box, oh no, just go get Green Star 2.
It's happened so many times. I've done it so many times. One of those things, you're like, oh no, that'll never happen, and then it does, and you're like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Can be tricky, for sure. But, moving on. I think you do Bloatable next?
Nah, Hightail next.
You do Hightail next? Okay.
You lost the 50-50.
Maybe it's 50-50. Everyone does a different rat here. It doesn't lose time to do Hightail or Bloatable first, just because of how the map is laid out. But yeah.
So in terms of menu, we're basically just trying to like minimize the amount of map movements. So you'll rarely see like backtracking for different stars. We tend to go very linear, so we can just minimize the maps. I'm pretty sure each map movement is like a second. Something like that. So it really does add up.
Is like exactly a second, yeah. So it does add up for sure. But Hightail's an interesting one. Basically, we're back with Yoshi, and Yoshi gets a new food. We're gonna feed him, and we're gonna feed him a pepper. And pepper, it works just like in real life. If you eat a pepper, you go really fast.
Try to find the milk.
Yoshi's gonna be eating the pepper, and he's trying to find. He loves the taste of peppers, but he's trying to find something to calm the heat of it. It's a very hot pepper, so he's running really fast, and with that speed, he can run up walls like this. And yeah, so that's just legit most of Hightail falls. Green Star 3, I don't know which strat you go for. There's a bunch of different strats that are around the same.
I just do the regular footer, I think.
The regular footer, okay. Yeah, but Green Star 3 here is all the way near the end of where the regular star is. But what it's been doing here is doing a side flip. You can actually get a mega side flip there, which is just a side flip, but mega, like really, really, you get a ton of vertical momentum. But doing a side flip, fluttering, grabbing the launch, what are they called? Flowers? Flower peg thingies that Yoshi can grapple onto, and get the star. Anyway, up next is Hightail Green Stars 2, and this is another decently difficult star.
Oh, this star's beautiful. This star's sick. Really cool strats for this one.
Oh yeah. If you've never seen the IL for the star, I highly recommend you go watch it, because
is that Jerome's IL?
No, it's Nemi.
I'm pretty sure it was Jerome. Not Jerome?
I'm pretty sure it's Nemi. I'm looking it up. But
it goes from like the right side, right?
Yeah, you go from the right side, because walls work interestingly in this game when you have Yoshi.
We're gonna send him to space.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna.
We're gonna send him flying, Chad.
Basically, you have a ton of momentum with obviously with Dash Pepper Yoshi.
So if you really like Yoshi, you might want to look away for this one.
Yeah, but if Yoshi at the very top of a jump, do the ramp jumps, like you know what I'm talking about in the mini section. Yeah, show those off because they don't lose time. But Yoshi, if you jump at the very top of a wall, you can get a ton of vertical momentum. And that's going to be used in this star. But the IL in this one, I'll explain it after he does the regular strat. But basically, vertical momentum and walls, edges of walls work interestingly. But woo, you can see how much height he gets just from like tapping the A button. But right here, this is Jada Flutter, JDA Flutter. It's just like the normal flutter, but it's a different angle. It takes like 2 seconds. And yeah, super clean.
Alright, getting the dash Yoshi pepper. Chat.
Yeah, but we're gonna dismount Yoshi right here. Yoshi goes woo, flying, and long jump right into the star.
It's fast, Chat. I'm sorry. It's for the speed.
What the IL strat does, the fastest way of doing that star. Oh, it is Jerome.
I thought so.
Okay.
I was having an IL binge recently.
It used to be Nemi. Okay. Nemi's in second. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the IL strap. You just if you jump off the side of the wall, you can get a ton of vertical speed and land right into the star. And it's actually faster, and it saves Yoshi. So
Yeah, you gotta
maybe
save
one
Yoshi
day
whenever you
we'll
can,
get good
Jhay.
enough. Yeah, maybe one day we'll get good enough to save Yoshi there. Anyway, Green Star 1. We're revisiting our good pal. I don't know their name. Hardcode 19.
Penguru.
Penguru.
Come on, you gotta know Penguru. He's based.
I thought
Grandfather
it was
Penguin.
Penguru, but I thought I was also talking about like Avatar or something. I don't know. Everything's named Penguru. But the Grandpa Penguin, incredibly based character.
He's been hiding with the green star. Trying to steal it from us.
Doesn't show up unless it's the greatest stars in both galaxies, such as Hightail Falls, Green Star 1, Big Mouth, Bonefin. What Sea Slide 3.
Yeah, there's a bunch of levels. I'm pretty sure he's in Loop-de-Loop as well.
Yeah, only the best levels have Penguru.
All the levels with water.
That would make sense. Except there's no water in Hightail Falls.
Oh, there's loads of water in Hightail Falls, isn't it? It's
Oh, it's a waterfall, yeah. It's a waterfall, isn't it? But there's like, you don't like land on, you don't swim in Hightail Falls.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But anyway, Chad, this is gonna be the first level we're introduced to the boulder mushroom. Rock
boy.
mushroom? Boulder shroom? I don't know. What are they called? Rock mushroom?
I think they're called rock mushroom. But basically, this turns Mario into a rock.
Don't even get me stepped on the
Or
rock
Luigi.
mushroom. It's wacky.
Oh boy. But basically, the way the rock mushroom works is that you spin, you shake, and then for until you hit something, you can you be in that boulder state and you go really fast. Another thing you can do with rocks, with rock mushroom, is that you can infinitely jump. And that was thought to be tested only until around a year ago, maybe a little more now, when speedrunning legend Valu came back and was like, oh yeah, you can do this consistently if you just do this rhythmic timing thing. And it's so incredibly difficult. And
definitely one of the most painful strats in the entire run. I'm gonna attempt one later in the run in Freezy Flake, but yeah, there's like a 0% chance it actually happens.
There's no shot. It is incredibly difficult, and those are few and far between where we use those. But Boatable is pretty quick because all the green stars are in the very first section for some reason. This one,
very quick.
Yeah, because I don't know why. There's a whole other 2 planets they could have put the green stars on. They just decided to put it on the first one. But I'm not complaining. It makes greens go by faster. I mean, no. I want greens to go by as long as possible. I love greens. But that's green star 2. Just long jump past the what's it called? The ramp.
So intentionally there, I'm pretty sure they want you to break down the bridge and go walk over to it. But we can the bridge is not very long. We can just long jump past, go straight to the edge.
Yeah.
Now this one you don't want to hit the bridge for. This one we're going to try and get on top of the bridge. So we're going to do some diagonal wall jumps. Wall jumps
This
can
one looks
actually
really
be,
flashy.
They can actually be pretty weird in this game, wall jumps. If you go into a wall jump at a certain angle and jump off it straight away, you can get some wacky angles. Allowing for maybe 3-4 wall jumps just at the corner. It gets a lot of height. We don't need that many for this one. We get maybe 1 or 2.
2.
It looks very cool.
You're forgetting about Clockwork, aren't you? Clueless.
I love Clockwork.
I love Clockwork. No, but right here, looks really flashy. Basically, boom, hit an angle, boom, hit the angle, boom, go up, get the star. We're clean. We're heading into Cosmico Cove?
You lost the 50-50 again.
You don't do Cosmico Cove early? Cosmico Cove sucks.
Listen, bro. I really should.
You
I really should.
Cosmico Cove sucks. Get Cosmico Cove done as fast as possible. So Wild Glide is our first Fluzzard level. And this is the most important part of menuing in this entire run. Jay needs to make sure to hit the left option.
The biggest
Otherwise,
menu mistake.
he loses a minute. because if you choose the right option, which you do like in normal 120-star runs, because you have to watch it you have to click it the first time you get to Fluzzard. There's a 1.5 minute long, it's something like that, tutorial on how to use
like 45
Fluzzard.
seconds or something. It's a very long
really
tutorial.
long.
So I'm gonna make 100% certain that I select the left option here.
But if you just choose the left option in greens, you don't have to watch it, which is great.
Oh, we did it. We can skip the
We
tutorial.
just say 45 seconds.
Time save.
I was on the edge of my seat there, like
Yeah.
Oh, I
nervous.
know. I
for
wish
you.
I was shaking. Look at my hands.
You don't know how many times I've hit the right option. It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, the main way to optimize these fuzzy levels, they're pretty straightforward. You know, don't hit the walls, and also you want to be keeping this like speed boost as long as you can. You have to get a really specific like controller angle. So you see these like white lines coming off. You want to basically get that the whole time. Actually,
I think
quite
the
hard.
actual like optimal flying is to have it like the pixels before that angle, before like the nosedive angle. I think I read that in a Nemi thread somewhere, but yeah, you want to keep it like almost diagonal downwards the entire time. It can be really difficult. But yeah, we have to swerve to the right, get this green star. This one can be slightly tricky to hit, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, that one is a huge pain to miss because that one's right at the end. You miss it, you gotta start right from the beginning. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of green stars in this run that can be quite simple and quite easy, but if you miss them, they are incredibly punishing.
Oh my god, that one loses a minute or so.
Because in this game, there's not really like checkpoints. Like in Galaxy 1, there's automatic checkpoints. They're pretty lenient. They're everywhere. In Galaxy 2, you have to grab them manually. So we'll usually skip a bunch of them in the speedrun. And
or we can
there's
choose
not that many.
2P.
Yeah, we can 2P some checkpoints, which you'll see later in the run.
And in like the in like some of the like motion control based levels, like Wild Glide, Loop Glide, or Rolling Coaster, there are no checkpoints because you're constantly, on a ball or on a Fluzzard. Also, choosing the left option there, saving another 45 seconds.
Successfully did it.
Very good Wild Glide from that alone. But yeah, if you just die, you feel like an idiot, and you lose a lot of time.
Especially later in the run when you get to some of the longest stages, very punishing deaths. Basically the whole theme of Galaxy 2 as a whole, you really don't want to be taking any death if you can avoid it. Yeah, that's Wild Glide, it's a pretty simple stage.
Alright. Now we got Cosmico Cove. Cosmico Cove sucks. I need to turn it on. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Yeah, Cosmico Cove, we're gonna start by actually doing Green Star 2. And you might think, well, Jay, you said that doing Green Star 3 is faster because you get better menuing. Well, that's true, but specifically for Cosmic Cove, there's a section that it'll actually show you in the cutscenes. When we go into the cutscene, it's gonna play some cycles. The way cycles work in Galaxy 2 and moving objects. So while they're on screen, they exist, but as soon as they go off screen, they stop. So nothing's moving right now. But as soon as we get into the game, all these like moving things, they're all based on cycles. Specifically this section at the end, now that's all moving. And you really don't want it to be. Make some of the fastest cycles. So we're gonna do Cosmic Cove Green Star 2 first. And then we're gonna do Green Star 3 and you'll see why, because I can make some crazy fast cycles.
Anyway, can I go on my rant about why Cosmic Cove Green Star 3 is the worst star in the game?
God rocks.
Okay, this star sucks. And the reason why it sucks is because Cosmic Cove, well, it's fun and all, it's nice and peaceful, whatever. But during a speedrun, it is so painful. Because right here, you have a strat called water long jumps, where basically if you like hold Z and A as you enter the water and like do a mini shake, as you exit the water, you can long jump out of the water. And it's the dumbest strat anyone has ever found, ever. And it is, I don't understand how to do it. I always lose like years just trying to long jump out of the water there. It is awful. And then you have the swimming section where all you have to do is just shake the Wiimote a whole day, and then you can choose up a 2P using that lever right there. That's pretty cool, I guess. But
Like
you
that's
just
like
shake,
the biggest 2P time save in the whole of Greens. It's like
Yeah.
holy wow.
Anyway,
Alright, so
you
in this
just
next
shake.
section, we're gonna do some water long jumps. I'm gonna be specifically long jumping into the water to buffer a Z press. I'm gonna keep it held the entire time. It will allow me to actually store a long jump through this whole section.
It looks really cool. Yeah,
You
like
just
that.
skip all the way over there, which actually saves a lot because moving
It
in
does.
water in this game is actually really slow. Yeah, now that we've done Green Star 2, we can go straight back into Green Star 2, but this time we can skip the cutscene, meaning that ending section is going to have completely different cycles, which benefit us a lot.
Yeah, and yeah, because cycles in Green Star 3, it's kind of like they're kind of like water elevators. Like I don't know, blobs of water that move through
Yeah,
space.
it's just like
and
giant
the way
bubbles that just like go. they just zoom.
And yeah, the way they work with the water, we can like skip a cycle and get like a really fast cycle if we just do it in this order.
The cycle's actually kind of tight. Like if you mess up any part of the movement in the section after the pipe, you basically can't make it. You have to just wait. Not the slowest thing ever, but lose a decent chunk of time. Yeah, again, holding Z as I enter the water. I'm gonna be storing a long jump. Instead of just jumping out, I can long jump out and bonk apparently.
Yeah, that block sucks. I don't know why it's there.
it's just there for some reason. Like, yeah, we'll put a block here, it'll be fine.
Don't know why. Oh, it's probably for the bubbles that fall, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, true, yeah.
I don't know why they couldn't just put them right into the water.
Alright, get ready, important 2P time save coming up again. Might not look like much, but it actually saves like 3 seconds each time, which is quite a lot.
It is a decent amount, yeah. Otherwise, you'd like swim over there, hit it with Luigi, like refresh your spin again before you can get back in track.
Alright, here we go. Cycle time. So now this whole thing is cycle based. Hopefully we'll make it, because the water movement's actually kind of tight. I'm going to be taking pretty good lines.
Yeah, we don't do that long jump this time because it's actually faster to go on top of this platform and just like backflip up. And
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh no, missed the wall jump. That's gonna be rough.
Alright, yeah, we just have to wait for the next cycle.
Yeah,
and
you can't make
see,
a
I
long
long
jump
jumped into the water again, so I'm still storing my long jump. I'm gonna take extra care not to let go. See, we can,
that's
we
gonna
can
be really
skip this whole
important.
thing.
Because we can long jump right into the star from
wait
this
for it to
water
work a
block
little
right
bit.
here. Yep, and then like right around here, boom, long jump off the side.
Yeah, that actually saves
Nice
a
star.
deceptive amount of time, because when you go to the top of that water, there's a key, and if you grab the key, it plays like a couple, I think it's like 5-second
Like a-
cutscene.
Yeah, 5-10 second cutscene. But you can skip the key if you don't do the long jump. It's just a little difficult.
Yeah, now Cosmic
Anyway.
Cove 1 is in a completely different section of the level, so you might have noticed that everything was frozen in that part, so now we're going to go back to Cosmic Cove 1, where everything's water. And it's actually quite slow to swim in this game, so we're going to be taking the shell. Saves, a lot of shaking with the controller, a lot more fast, a lot more relaxing as well.
Yeah, shouts to Oddme for hitting the switch there. We're not going to see much of him later on.
I'll just wait till we get the battle belt. Ooh.
Oh, I can't
See
wait
lots
for
of
Oddme's
2P
time to
there.
shine about a lot of Oddme. But yeah, we're just going to be long jumping. Do this little penguin bounce. Oop. Right to the...
Oh, I got in the way. That like killed all my momentum.
Yeah, noodles can be rough.
So, most important part about this section is I gotta be taking very tight lines. It loses a surprising amount. So what we're
Yeah,
aiming
shell
for?
lines?
Aiming for this tower all the way up here and hit the button, activate the ice.
Another thing you have to worry about is that star in the way, your any percent 120 brain can be like, ooh, launch star. You go into it for Cosmico Cove S. And you go right into it, and then you lose time. I've done that plenty of times. So don't go into that launch star. I'm playing greens.
Yeah, this is basically all done from a complete 120 file. So this file is from the beginning where green stars spawn in. So all of the other stars are complete. You'll see they're all. Oh my god, I need to.
Oh my god.
I actually
you, should
get that one.
you should probably look at the screen, yeah.
Yeah, I should look at the screen.
I watched you look at chat as soon as you long jump off at the edge.
The streamer
yeah.
brain. Okay, that's fine. Ignore
okay.
that.
Cool time loss, man.
Listen, it's fine. Alright, now this is another one of those levels which is just beautiful to watch when it goes well. I love Honeybloom.
Honeybloom Green Star 2 is... Honeybloom is one of the most underrated levels in the game. Because people are always like, it's too hard.
It is very hard.
Fast. Because it is very hard. But like they let the difficulty stand in the way of how cool it actually is to pull off. It is really cool. We're going to be seeing a lot of well, this level introduces the bee.
Like,
right?
completely
the bee
themed around the bee, but we're going to try and avoid it as much as possible.
Exactly. The bee is really slow. Like, the upsides of the bee is that it can, like, bounce on, like, land on clouds and flowers that falling through them, and, like, the berries, I guess, can bounce off of. But it's really slow moving-wise, so we're trying to skip it as much as possible by being Luigi. And you can see right here, backwards momentum off the Goomba, off the swing, get a ton of momentum backwards, back off this Goomba again, and do some spinning up here, wall jumping again, spinning off the wall jumping, backflipping up here. See this bee up here? We're not going to grab it. We're going to be triple jumping up here. We're going to be doing another jump up the cloud, another double jump up here, another triple jump type of thing up here, using a side flip off the flower, which if you hold Z, it makes it easier for some reason. I don't know why, it just does. Then we're actually going to be grabbing the bee here because it's important to grab the bee. This is necessary. We're going to be like tiptoeing our toes there so we don't fall in the black hole. It's really easy to fall in the black hole if you're not careful with your movement there, okay? So we're taking these vines all the way down. And the reason we need the bee is so we can fly through this section, because if you're just regular Luigi, you just fall through these balls of berry things. And then we use Odd Bee, our good friend, who freeze the helicopter owl thingies. But we're using that one for a damage boost to get rid of bee. We're spinning around this pole, backflipping again up this pole, backflipping another with this one, threading the needle between the fuzzy and the chopper. I think that's what they call it. Grabbing the bee here, because we actually do need the bee because of the height. Use the swing, use the bee up to here, land on this little pole thingy, which is actually, you have a very tight amount of space to stop going there.
That was beautiful.
And then boom, right there.
Yeah, that was very nice. Happy with it.
That was real clean.
And so all those cloud jumps you see, there's very specific frame windows for them to actually work. So usually what you want to do is you hold Z during them. For some reason it gives you a bigger window to get the jumps off, but because I'm doing a double jump onto the cloud, I actually can't hold Z. So they're all like very precise frame window jumps. Yeah, Rocks with a fantastic commentary as always. You know, I feel like basically everything was covered there. Like, what more can I say?
That's my job.
Yeah, this one, the cycle's going to be slightly
so
different. Because, yeah, we skipped the cutscene. Yeah, see some slight changes to this next section.
Yeah, we're just going to be watching the movement all over again. Greens are so good, you get to do everything twice. At least. But we have to be careful here because, yeah, that owl thing is in the way.
Ooh.
Knocking the side up there, that's rough.
Good backup.
Good backup. Yeah, that was really good backup. It can be, once you like miss the side flip there, it can be really difficult to back it up. You can be facing a weird direction. You can, you know,
that was scary. And I love 2P for this section. So one cool thing about 2P, you can grab coins. So when you're the bee, the coins regenerate your fly bar. I'm gonna be grabbing a couple of these bad boys. Wanted to get me all the way up here without having to...
that 2P actually saves a ton of time there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you have to like refresh your bee like flight meter by like repeatedly ground pounding on one of the berries. And it's really slow, but just using 2P to grab the coins is a ton of time.
Yeah, last level of World 2. 2 worlds down already. Going pretty fast actually, quite surprising. It's another level that is completely huge on cycles. You'll notice immediately as soon as we go into the cutscene here. There's a lot of moving things. There's womps, there's platforms, there's everything. So what we actually do is we grab Green Star 1 first in this one, and it lines everything so much better for Green Star 2. Yeah, these little walking guys, they want to get in the way. So we're gonna make that not the case.
This is another really cool level in Greens. Usually with Mario, every time we go to this levels in the normal run, we have to like, you know, preserve our health because we have to go to the very end and do damage boost there. But we don't have to go to like the super very end of this part, so we can actually first off skip that life up mushroom that you saw on the right there. We skip that in Greens, and we're gonna be doing a super cool skip coming up here, where like I think we're supposed to do is like go up here, go to where that question block is. I think you could kill some sort of brother. That was not great. You don't need a coin here, but it's just gonna...
It would have been nice, but...
it would have been very nice,
fine.
but you can make this pretty tight, but you can make it without a coin. And just like that, super clean. Freeze the Womp. And just a quick little long jump right behind this rock thingy into the star. That wasn't that bad.
That was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the nice thing about being on max file is that usually when you're doing, like, normal runs, like 80%, 242, like, you really don't want to be grabbing coins, because otherwise, right at the end of the level, they'd be giving us text boxes. The cool thing about max file, I can grab as many coins as I like, and it does not matter. So it's very nice with 2P. So I can do my exact same movement, but just keep replenishing my health, grabbing coins with 2-player. Very helpful.
Yeah, it makes death a lot less of a factor than it would be in other, like 1P runs. But Green Star 2 here. Did you watch the cutscene?
No.
Okay, I'm just not paying attention.
I'm sure that'll happen once this run.
Yeah, you have to always stay focused, and I'm very not good at that. I guess that's why I have a 318 in greets. But yeah, you're gonna do the same movement again. Hopefully not taking damage here.
Yeah, cycles in this next section now are gonna be completely different. All of our little friends are gonna be in different places.
Yeah, as you can see, right as we get by, that Womp turns around, and it's perfect. Then we can actually freeze that Womp while it's turning around to get right by it. Nice bonk. Gonna be destroying the little gateway here. And then just going back here, spinning for the backwards momentum, and just long jumping right in this hole that the... Oh, never
I got
mind.
closed as soon as I was able to get it. Alright, there we go.
Yeah, that these haunty haulers chew out for us. Floor eaters.
Alright, not too bad, honestly. It was pretty good World 2 exit.
That was a really good one too, yeah.
You know, Cosmico Cove was a bit, you know...
It was a bit shaky, but besides
we'll
that...
just pretend Cosmico Cove doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Now this next level is probably one of my least favorites in greens. I cannot stand Tall Trunk. I
love Tall Trunk.
I think this level sucks. I know a lot of people like this one.
I love Tall Trunk.
I can't stand it.
Tall Trunk's so fun. Especially the first planet here with the tree. I love it so much. I don't know why.
Yeah, so for this first planet, it wants you to grab Yoshi. There's a bunch of blimp fruits everywhere. I think this is the first level where you see the blimp fruit. But we don't need Yoshi. We don't need the fruit. We're gonna climb the whole tree, just fast, hopefully.
Yeah, and it's really cool. But right here, hopefully he's gonna get this triple jump. To get had a sort of a weird angle to get right up. Nice job. Then you do a long jump over here to this next section. Do a side flip, boom, shake up here, get it up here, shake off the berry. That's called berry bounce because you bounce off the berry. Then you do a wall jump into the launch star. Then in this section over here, the green star is like right under where he is right now, and usually you're supposed to grab Yoshi and like flutter to it or something. I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but use Yoshi instead as a launch pad to launch the Luigi backwards, backflip, shake into the star, really clean.
It's actually gold. That was clean.
Mm-hmm.
It was very clean.
But then this next star has my favorite shot in the game. It's called Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man.
Never seen the films, but the strat's pretty cool.
You saw the Galaxy 1 run, though. Close enough. Reference. But basically, we're just doing that same tree movement again, because the green star is like all the way at the very top of the tree past the launch star. And instead of like going the launch star, obviously, we're gonna be bouncing off one of the spider dudes that fall down and like bouncing on the spider. So we call it Spider-Man because we turn Luigi into Spider-Man. Or something. But right there, doing that long jump, doing that side flip. Boom, getting up here. But instead of going to the berry bounce, back flipping, Spider-Man, there it is. Oh, spin bonk, unfortunate.
I love this tree. My favorite tree in the whole game.
I love that tree. Favorite tree.
This tree is very uncool because, I don't know, it's like a giant cylinder, but instead of it being round, it's got a bunch of walls. All the walls, they don't make any sense. It's so weird. But, you know, fine. I gotta cope and just deal with it.
I know, I love that tree. It's a great tree.
I hate that tree. On my tree tier list, it's definitely F tier.
Might have to make
Maybe controversial, but gotta accept it. Alright, now I get to go visit the tree for the last time. It's in a completely different stage.
This time the tree is a little differently shaped. The same tree, it just decided to like rearrange, get a new like haircut or something. get a new style of fashion. I don't know.
Definitely shaved. You know, the beard just wasn't suiting the tree.
Yeah. But right here, we're gonna be doing another like skip. Where instead of taking the swings, we just triple jump up.
Oh.
Or not.
There was supposed to be one. Listen, I promise. Yeah. I tried. There's supposed to be a triple jump.
Then right to the green star. That tree's a lot easier. Right here, Jay's gonna be doing something called tree skip, where you skip the tree. I don't know. It's actually not called tree skip, but it's called slides. I don't know what it's called, but it's a long jump into the slide. You can clip in a little earlier. It says like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So the slopes in this game, they kind of like suck you in. So like even though I was on the complete other side of the wall, like just touching the slope a tiny bit allowed me to just clip through the wall entirely. You can actually do that in a couple places in this run. It's pretty weird.
But this is the first slide of the run. I think it's the only slide of the run actually. Slide physics are a little weird. You don't have to hold forward on this type of slide. You can just like let Luigi do his own thing. We're gonna be like holding A and shaking over each gap because shaking is faster than just jumping. And yeah, this is one of the most punishing ones to green stars to miss.
Oh, you don't want to miss this one?
Skip the one at the very, very beginning and go through the entire slide again. You feel like an idiot.
Gonna be coming up right now after these red angry worms.
Yep.
Alright. Good enough.
Yep, pretty clean. And that's it for Tall Trunk.
No more trees. I've had enough.
I think, is there another tree in this run? Yes, there is.
Yeah, there is. Oh no.
Yes, there is.
I love trees, man.
And trees in this game are so good. Like the best levels have trees in them. Anyway, we got Cloudy Court.
Now this one we have clouds. Clouds are so much better than trees.
Clouds are better than trees, I will say that. Clouds are so cool.
Yeah, just like Fluffy Bluff, this level has so many cool cloud momentum tricks. It's another one of those ones where when it goes perfectly, like, oh, so beautiful. Very beautiful.
It is a really cool level to watch. Like someone who knows what they're doing play.
So if you were to rank levels by levels with trees, levels with water, levels with clouds, what would be the best and which would be the worst?
Oh well, clouds are definitely the best.
Clouds are easily the best. Water's probably the worst. I like the levels with trees in this game though. I also like the ones with water, except Cosmico Cove. So I think that would automatically make Cosmico Cove the worst. Anyway, cloud long jumps over to the drum. I don't know why they made this a drum, but it's a cool little touch under the symbol. And then here's a cool little skip. You get to skip that planet that we're looking at entirely just by doing a bunch of cloud long jumps over here, and boom, we just skipped it.
Yeah, so there was a level there. Not anymore.
There was. Yeah, we kind of just skipped it. Anyway, heading to the backflipping into the cloud there, making it up there. Then we're doing another skip. Instead of going below and taking like the wind elevator. Oof, that was scary.
That was something.
That was very scary. We kind of go above, skip the entire thing, and right here we're gonna be doing a little bit of a cycle skip. Usually what happens is that, like, if you're slow, that thing closes in on you. It's really easy to make it in greens, but in like the normal star, you have to grab the common metal. But yeah, boom, green star done. It's cool.
Very clean. The cloud movement is just unmatched in this game. The normal movement's pretty really cool, even though like just the general movement in this game is pretty simple. When you combine everything, it just works so well. It flows so perfectly.
Yeah. And then we got some more cool cloud movement coming up here. We have what I like to call the leap of faith in this next one.
It's because for some reason in this game, when you're above like an abyss, like when there's nothing below you, you gain a lot more momentum. So specifically in levels like this, where there's like, you know, launch star, giant gap, you know, next section, you can skip like the whole gap. There's just nothing stopping your momentum gaining.
Yep. But this is a very cool level to watch as well. It's going to be very similar at the beginning, of course, to Green Star 3. But you'll see right here what Jay's going to be doing is going onto this drum, going onto the symbol, And then another cloud boosted long jump right into the star. You can just see how much height. Boom.
Crazy amount of momentum. It's actually really fast.
Yep, it's really cool.
There's also apparently a gold. I don't know. I'll take it. Yeah, Cosmico 1. This one is right at the starting planet. This one is incredibly quick. I think this one is this one faster than Sky Station? I don't actually know. I think it's close.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit faster. Actually, I'm checking the ILs right here. I have the leaderboard up.
IL is different though, because in greens you do green star 1 first. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Very fast.
It's an IL.
Yeah, but the IL does
So
the
you do-
cutscene skip.
You skip the cutscene. That doesn't matter because you can watch the cutscene. That doesn't matter. IGT.
Ah, I see. Okay. Get it.
Yeah. That's why like people watch the cutscene sometimes to change cycles for ILs.
See, you learn something new.
Okay, 3.21. Remember that.
3.21. Is that Sky Station?
3.21. That's Sky Station. 3.21. Body court.
Okay, that was 8, but I messed it up. So you know it's close. it's seconds between it.
Oh, 5.75. It's actually Cloud Court. But I think the shortest one's actually Puzzle Plank.
Yeah, I think Puzzle Plank because the Mega
I think
Triple is
Puzzle
very
Plank
quick.
If you do the Mega Triple, yeah. Oh, I think TAS only is faster because it's 4.38. Okay.
It's Purple
TAS,
Sun
you can
again.
go-
It's always Purple Sun.
Oh, Purple Sun. Shout out to Purple Sun, who's like the main tasser of this game.
Our resident tasser. I love Purple Sun.
Resident tasser. Purple Sun's great. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel. A lot of incredibly cool stuff. He recently just posted this video on how to get Cosmico Green Star 1 by just clipping into a penguin and then clipping into a Cheep Cheep and then flinging yourself right into the star in like 10 seconds, and it's the craziest thing ever.
One of the coolest videos I've ever watched in my life.
It's insane. Yeah, this is Rolling Masterpiece. It's our first rolling level, Rolling Galaxy. With the gimmick here, you use the motion controls as you can see on the webcam.
Yeah, you'll notice
And
me doing
roll.
janky gyro controls. You know, I love my gyro. There's actually a skip here. You might think, well, you can't really do much if you're on a ball. You know, that's wrong. There's already a skip
no.
you can do here.
Yeah, you can basically what you're supposed to do up here after this elevator. It's a bunch of flip panels. Just to flip them all, whatever color they're supposed to be, yellow, I think. But yeah, you just get a ton of speed. Just get going fast and skip right over to this area. A little jump.
A little scary.
Slightly scary. They're gonna be really easy to just fall off there. And then right there, where that you can get like a frame perfect jump and keep all of your speed from like the launch and go super fast, and it looks really cool.
You can see our little green star over there is right on the corner. Silver Chomp's gonna try and stop us, but we're just way too quick. Silver Chomp doesn't even get a chance.
Oh, yeah.
You can conserve a lot of momentum as the ball just by getting frame perfect jumps. You can get a lot of speed. You'll notice on the source section, I was chaining a lot of jumps, gaining a ton.
Yep. But next one, we have Rolling Masterpiece Green Star 1. It's very similar to the last one, except it's on the elevator this time. But yeah, I don't think you're gonna be seeing Jhay do is spit out star bits throughout the run. It doesn't really matter on max file, but on like a 242 run in the green segment, you wouldn't be spitting out star bits because, you know, star bits are text boxes and text boxes lose time.
I see a question in chat about 2P rush. You want to explain what 2P does in this game again for the people that weren't here for the beginning?
Oh yeah, so 2P. So you might notice why there's a little orange star following Luigi and why Jay is holding 2 controllers. Basically, that orange star, its name is Odd Me, and he is the strongest of all. Basically, what he can do in this game is he allows you to like have your cursor on screen during the ball segments for one thing in this level, but he allows you to like freeze enemies. He allows you to grab checkpoints from afar. He allows you to hit switches from a mile distance. And he is very helpful throughout the course of this run. He can break Yoshi eggs faster, but you can be disjointed. And it doesn't save too much time in greens here.
It's like I'm doing a product placement. Here's my fantastic 2P remote.
But
it's used. So, you know, might not be worth as much. Very used.
Yeah, but that's why we love Odd Me.
Yeah, 2P, you can do a lot of fancy things. It's probably the category which saves the least time, which is kind of unfortunate because I'd love to show off more 2P strats because 2P is my baby. I love this, but
2P's great.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, we love
this level,
Odd Me.
really cool, Freezy Flake. So I'm gonna attempt a strat for Green Star 3. It's probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it at least once.
It's not gonna work.
I gotta try
There's
it.
no shot it works.
Maybe, we'll see.
But yeah, Green Star 2, pretty difficult actually, because there's a cycle we have to make with this Fire Flower that has a bat to grab. We have to keep this Fire Flower until the very end of the level, more or less. And that's just to make and that's to make a cycle before the Fire Flower runs out. It doesn't save too much. It saves a lot more time than 90% or 120. But nice slide flip, that's gonna help out. That saves like, I don't know, half a second or so. Not too much, but it's gonna help out to make the cycle. So right here is gonna jump onto this star and make it right before. What?
What was that? Okay. That was
that's a new one.
That was new. Supermassive Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
No what?
That was an interesting one. But yeah, as you saw, he broke the pipe open, broke the snow cube where the pipe was right before the Fire Flower ran out.
Wow, I'm in shock. I can't say I've ever seen that before. You see, that's the cool
That's
thing
a
of
new
running
one.
this game. It shocks you with random things you've never seen.
Yep. Never
Before
gets
seen.
old.
Only the
I'm pretty
wackiest
sure that's a
stuff would
different.
happen.
I think Never Before Seen's a different Hotfix show. I think that's the wrong show.
I didn't realize we were doing a glitch exhibition.
And we could change it up right now if you want, but
Hey, Green Star, wait till Green Star 3. We might be seeing something.
Hopefully, I really want to try and get it, but there's no way.
There's no shot. There's no shot. I
Too many
believe that
frame
you'll.
perfects.
I'll believe that you'll make an attempt. Like you'll get some height, but I don't think you can make it very far. And Green Star 1, we saw it on the slide. Very simple. We don't need to get that Fire Flower. We can just go straight over here, right into the Bowser statue to unlock the slide. And yeah, that's about it.
Two for two
put it in
slide
the slide.
flips.
Nice. Yeah, slide can be pretty tricky. It's not the end of the world if you miss it, as long as you land on the platform and just launch up again. And like I said, only saves a half second. But that's Freezy Flake 1 and 2.
This is the one
And
time that you'll
this
see
is the
me
one.
take off 2P. This is not something you'll see very often. Let's see if it's a somebody skip day. Well, I'm not doing somebody skip, but rock jumps.
Yeah, so in Freezy Flake 2 in the 120 run, basically there's a skip you can do with the rock jumps, like I said earlier, infinite rock jumps, a bunch of frame perfect inputs in a row, in like a rhythmic tapping thing. You can skip all the way from the first planet to the boss of Freezy Flake 2, which is Sorbeti, called Sorbeti Skip. It's incredibly difficult. In Green Star 3, it's very similar. If you do rock jumps, it just skips to the very end where the star is. So let's see if you can get it.
Oh,
Don't get your
please.
hopes up.
Come on. Just one time work for me.
Alright, so we got the rock. Line it up.
Oh.
That was horrible.
Not even one jump.
Not even one jump. We can try again. You have to get one jump. You have to get at least one jump. You landed on the stump. It's probably not.
Okay, well, one more try.
One more try.
Yeah, no.
No.
Never mind. We tried.
He got some right there.
We tried.
That's unfortunate. Anyway,
Yeah, the main reason why that saves time is you can actually keep the boulder down to this section. Saves having to backtrack to one of the statues above. Yeah, that trick. Every single one of those rock jumps is frame perfect. So you have to chain. I think you have to chain 8 to actually make it to this planet. So it's pretty hard.
yeah, it's very hard.
One of those tricks where some days you'll get it every time. Some days it just doesn't work. It's just one of
There's
those
actually
tricks.
I'm pretty sure there's a task-only trick where you can make it all the way to the green star. I can't remember if it's not possible or task-only, because right around the time where the green star is, the failsafe of, oh, you've been in the rock power-up in midair for too long failsafe comes into play, and then kills you. Because if you're in the rock in the air for too long, you just, like, the game literally kills you.
Yeah, we'll actually take note of that failsafe for later when we get the gravity gauntlet.
Yeah.
Definitely something that can happen. Yeah, if people were wondering what that would look like normally, I would definitely recommend looking at the IL leaderboard for Freezy Flake. It is some of the craziest things you'll ever see with rock jumping.
For sure.
Incredibly impressive stuff.
Or even some other levels that I'll talk about later on. Have a lot of cool rock jumps. Multi-monster Green Star 3 rock jumps.
Green Star 3. So true, man.
Yeah, but we're in Honey Halls. Honey Halls is one we're actually gonna do in the order of 3, 1, 2. I believe that's what we do here.
Yeah, 3, 1, 2.
For cycles. And we start with 3 because of, like we said earlier, about coins. In the 242 run, it doesn't matter on this file because it's a max file. But in a 242 run in the green segment, what you would do is you do 3 first, get a coin in this level, but it doesn't matter because as long as it's not paired with the Galaxy Complete text box, then saves time.
I know a lot of people don't like Haunty Halls because, you know, the movement is very simple, just long jump. I love Haunty Halls. I think it's such a...
Haunty Halls is sick. There's actually, I know it just looks like long jumping, but there's a lot of like managing you have to do with like the momentum off of the blocks over here to optimize your movement. And there's a lot of like angles because these like choppy things, I don't think they're random, but they're annoying. And you have to be really careful to like perfectly chain your long jumps because the more you stay on the ground in this section, the more speed you lose because you're working against the ground. But right here, just long jump, shake into the star, or not. Okay.
Almost. Almost dying. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, not too bad. But now we got Honey Halls Green Star 1, incredibly fast one.
Alright, these are 2 really quick ones. Green Star 2 is actually a little bit faster than Green Star 1, I think. Well, mainly because you can skip the cutscene for it, but...
Yeah, only for the cutscene lines. Like IL, it's not. In the run it is. Just because of the cutscene.
We're actually going to do Green Star 1 here first, because the cycle in the second section is really bad if we're going to try and do Green Star 2 first. We can actually do 1 first. Even though we lose a slight bit of time on menuing, it saves, you know, a couple of seconds in the cycle. And you'll see why when we get to the next Green Star after this.
Net time save.
Yeah, you see, so all these platforms scrolling by, we don't want them to scroll. It's gonna get in our way completely.
But Green Star 1, incredibly quick. It's on this very first planet over here. You just long jump, and you have to be careful to not do that. That is really easy to do.
Happens so often.
I think they're called octobus. They are
the giant hitbox.
You have 2p. No, you have no excuse. You have 2p. You can just freeze them with 2p. But boom, just start right there.
Just freeze them with 2p, chatting.
Rock City 2 chatting.
Rock's chatting.
Yeah, but Green Star 2, I think is in my opinion, the easiest one to forget. And this autopilot into normal Honey Halls 1 movement.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I always practice Honey Halls 1 because I'm so bad at it. So I practice it a lot, and I never practice Honey Halls Green Star 2 specifically. So I'm in a run, I'm like, ooh, Honey Halls, go fast. And I end up like on Yoshi. I'm like, wait a second, something's not right here.
There's not a Green Star on this input.
Yeah.
This section's also not licensed for booze.
Oh, for sure. Choosing Green Star 1 to just skip the cutscene. And yeah, as you can see the platform scrolling here in the perfect position for us just to long jump over to it and then backflip up.
Yeah, very short and sweet. So now we got 1 more level, and then we've got, after Beat Block, probably my favorite level in greens, like probably the coolest looking strats. Beat Block,
for sure.
Relatively simple, but then we got Fearsome Fleet. You know, we got Yoshi there, so we're gonna see some wacky stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I really should have practiced YOLO footer to give that a try, but I think I'll just do the regular one.
You try it once.
I haven't done it in so long, there's no way.
Just try it once. Just try it once.
There's no way.
Just try it once.
Surely it'll work, Clueless.
No, you're not PBing this run anyway. Yeah, B Block's another one of those levels we do 1 then 2, just because the cycles. B Block, of course, entirely cycle based, with the when the blocks switch. from green to yellow. But the first one over here is just right over here. Do a little triple jump.
Oh, my speed, that was so scary.
That was really scary, yeah.
Yeah, if you can, you might be able to see them in the background. You'll have like a when you see it moment. You'll just see a green star. Yeah, people that are not familiar with this game, definitely try and see if you can spot them. Also, that's somehow golded. I don't know. Like I've got my splits open on the side here. Keeping track just in case. Yeah, people are very, very simple, but very, very easy to mess up stacks. It's all cycle-based, so
yep.
Any small mess up in the movement, all the cycles are off, and you're like, oh no, how am I gonna back this up?
Yeah, it's instant. Cool.
I think it would have been cooler if they were able to put like some of the green stars in like the comet levels. Like, imagine winning beat block comet. It's so cool. Very simple movement to get to this last one. Just backflip spin. And I mean, beat block is, I think beat block's actually one of the shortest in the whole run. There's 2 stars. Like most of the main galaxies in this game, they have 3. But I think all the ones in World S have 2. All the Hungry Lumas have 2. Any other specific ones? I think all the main galaxies have 3.
I think. I can't think of any other counter examples.
I'm like trying to visualize the inputs for YOLO Flutter and I just can't. I can't even think of the inputs.
It's just hold backwards and flutter.
Yeah, man, just flutter, man.
Just flutter, chatting.
It's like, no, I'm doing the wrong one. I can't even remember the inputs.
No, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
You're such a bad influence. You're such a bad influence.
I know. Listen.
Listen, Rox, when this misses, it's on you, buddy.
Okay, I'll take the time loss. I love watching more greens. I just want to watch greens my entire life. I love green so much.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, so the reason it's called yellow flutter, you'll find out. That was horrible.
Don't do that.
That was horrible. That was horrible. You need a shake,
no.
and he did not shake. There we go. That's a start. All right. Yeah, this is why it's called yellow flutter.
Oh, that was actually really close.
That was so close.
That was actually really close. Okay, that's actually quite surprising because I didn't even think I was gonna get close.
Just do regular flutter now then.
Yeah, that's one of the methods you can do. I think that saves 3 over the normal method. Basically, you have to do it blind. It's actually pretty hard. Not the most consistent thing ever, but this is the strat I normally do. This is the strat I like. We'll do a weird angled flutter all the way up to the moon. You can barely just make it actually before you lose speed. Get a fancy little flutter off here. It's like semi-blind, and then the camera changes. Now this I find a lot more consistent.
Nicer, because it is more consistent, just like objectively. Yeah, but some people actually, well, starting at Fearsome Fleet into World 4 is probably the hardest section of the run. It is like so many difficult stars in this area
sure, yeah. Like
coming up.
This first hour and a bit has been relatively tame.
A lot of people like to do a route where they actually start at Fearsome Fleet and lose around 5-10 seconds, I think. Where they start in Fearsome Fleet just to get runs past World 4 and they end in the earlier segment of the run. Where there's a lot less run killers than in the late game.
That's the one cool thing about greens. You can basically just do whatever rate you want.
Yeah. Losing like not too much time. But we're gonna go super fast, not a normal amount of fast. Anyway, Green Star 1 here is behind this little, I don't know, cannon dude. But
little
just go right under it. Right, go under it, not top it. There's actually a cool like dismount you can do, like what the IL does.
I'm pretty sure my gold does that. My gold does that.
You just dismount right into the star, and it's incredibly difficult.
Pretty sure there's a clip somewhere at a terrible angle. It's like, oh, I'll just dismount, maybe. And I did it. I was like, what? Could not believe it.
Jhay clips.
Jhay clips. Yeah, this is probably the only tame level in World 4. I love Supermassive. It's probably got one of the coolest 2P strats in the whole run in it.
Yeah,
Very
this is
simple.
one of the. This is called. I don't know.
Don't call it Dram. Please don't call it.
I'm not gonna call it Dram. I was thinking about it. It's called Whales Warp or
Whale Swap.
because I think Jay was the one first. I think you were the first one to do it in runs, or like I don't know.
Yeah, because a lot of us running 2P at the time.
That's true. Or as some people like to call it, Supermassive Dram.
Supermassive.
If you're familiar with Odyssey speedruns, you'll see why. Basically, we line ourselves up. Oh wait, you don't do it yet. You didn't 3. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm funny. I do 2 first.
You do 2 first. I mean, it's faster cycle-wise, but no, I think it's only faster cycle-wise if you don't do the 2P strat. Oh, am I? Yeah. But yeah, Supermassive Dram.
I love Supermassive Dram. It's my favorite strat.
Such a good strat.
As some more runners coming in naming our tricks.
But you'll see why it's called, like, if you're familiar with SMS speedrun, you'll see why it's called that.
I think this is actually the only death warp you do in the entire.
This is the only intentional death.
Entire game.
Yeah. Well, not 242, but it's the only intentional death you do. In greeds for sure. I mean, yeah, if you're just talking about like this same death warp 3 times,
it is like 3 times.
You do it 3 times. Anyway, line ourselves up back here. Boop.
Oh no! Time to reset.
Oh, he died.
Time to reset.
Oh, no.
Post kick W. Alright. That's it. We're over here now.
Yeah, and then that saves like 3 seconds or something. I don't know.
It's actually pretty fast. One of the faster 2P strats in the whole run.
It looks like it saves more time than it does, but it's still pretty fast.
There's actually pretty crazy cycles you can make even without 2P there, with like pipe momentum and going around the womps.
Pipe bounce.
But, with 2P, we're lazy. Why learn the hard strats?
I learned the hard strats when you can cheat. Non-trivial advantage.
Non-trivial advantage.
So
this one keeps with the theme.
Greens here.
Number 1 being incredibly fast.
Incredibly fast, incredibly easy.
I actually quite like this new movement for it though. So to go in like the upper way, I go down here.
You go down here and then that saves like half a second.
Whoa. That is not the angle.
Not the angle you want.
I'm not gonna blame the nunchuck. I promised myself I was gonna make it through this whole night without blaming the nunchuck.
No, that was definitely a skill issue.
Yeah, that was all my fault, you know.
Yeah, completely.
Be proud of your mistakes.
But next up, oh boy.
I love Flipspill. I know a lot of people don't like it.
Now? I guess you do Flipspill now. I do Honey Hop now because I hate Honey Hop.
You do Honey Hop next?
I think.
I don't do Honey Hop till after Sweet Mystery.
No, I think you're right. I think there was one time I did Honey Hop early once.
I mean, that's based though, because, you know, no one likes Honey Hop.
Honey Hop sucks. Yeah, but Flipspill is sick, especially Green Star 3. Basically, what we'll be doing, like I said earlier, backwards momentum in this game, very fast. So we're going to be using that to its fullest by doing a homing ground pounded facing backwards off of a toad. Toads have very bouncy heads, you know, because they're toads. But we'll see that after Green Star 2. You do first because of cycles, where basically
the whole gimmick of this level, you basically change gravity whenever you hit these like flip panels. If you don't hit the flip panels, you can basically just cheese the whole level because there's not really that many death zones or like death barriers here. You can just skip a lot.
And it's sick.
Very, very simple, but very, I guess, one of those very beginner-friendly levels. Even though it doesn't look like it, it's probably one of the easier ones to pick up and learn.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But coming up, we got probably the coolest looking strat in greens.
I love the strat.
This strat is easily one of the coolest. It's, I don't know, it's just so cool.
Like the strat is easy, but making the cycle after it is not so easy.
It's one of the most fun ones just to optimize and just play over and over again. But you'll see right here that we're gonna be starting long jumping over past this wall over here, shaking back in it. See this green toad? He's gonna be helpful. and then we just do a backflip, homing ground pound, right over here, shake, land inside the flip panel. We're gonna be switching the gravity to upside down. Look at this platform over here. Yeah, we're gonna long jump on it, and then we're gonna long jump off this one over here, and then use the momentum for this platform to long jump again, make it all the way to the very end of the platform. And then what we're gonna be doing is long jumping over here, and then doing another homing ground pound to home into the star.
Oh, not. Oh, not.
That can happen sometimes.
Oh, not, I guess. You know, never
no one
mind.
knows why, but that...
Supermassive Galaxy 2.
That one was not... That's a new one.
Can I blame the control? Actually, no. What do I even blame for that one?
I don't know. I just blame the game. Because that can happen for some reason sometimes. I don't know why.
What the homing ground pound is supposed to do there? It's supposed to home in on the star, not, not. Oh, what? Oh, I got a frame perfect ground pound there. That one worked.
That was... So frame perfect ground pounds are...
that should have been the other way around.
Yeah. So homing ground pounds are when you shake, like, where you interrupt like a spin in the air with a ground pound. They'll do like a little animation like charging up your homing, and you'll home in on like whatever's like closest to it. Like you should have been the star. Frame perfect ground pounds are when you shake and ground pound on the same frame. It just does an instant ground pound, and it's the only way to ground pound besides instantly out of a long jump. So if you long jump, you can long jump, shake, ground pound, which is what normal people do, or you can go really fast, long jump, frame perfect ground pound, and that's what happened there. Anyway, this star sucks. I hate the star. It's so hard to make it up here using that spring. I hate it.
I'm still just in shock at what just happened in Green Star 3.
That's really funny.
It hasn't processed yet. It's still like going through my head. I can't believe it. Like I've seen that happen to people, but it hasn't happened to me in so long. I thought that was just like, I was like, oh, it happens once to you, but of course it happens now.
Marathon luck.
You gotta show off the good and the bad of the game.
Anyway, we did flip spill. We're on to Sweet Mystery. Sweet Mystery, you know how there's like a whole level? So the Nintendo decided to put Nintendo made a level here. But they also decided to put the green stars
at the beginning.
At the very beginning of it, so we don't get to see any of it, which is kind of a shame because Sweet Mystery is one of my favorites in the main run.
It's such a cool stage. There's so much you can do with Yoshi and enemy bounces.
And like bounces, yeah, it's sick. But still cool ingredients, just less.
I got a good angle footer here.
Yeah. But yeah, we just use Yoshi right here. And it's going to be very helpful throughout the entirety of this level because we can just kind of flutter, go really fast, build up a lot of speed. And then around this point, we grab the bullberry and boom, run to the star.
That was pretty fast.
That was really fast. Yeah. And you start losing your speed right as you grab the star, so it's really important to have a good angle there.
Actually gonna tie it, especially, there's not really much visual cue there to see where you're going. You basically just have to kind of judge for yourself the angle.
Yeah. Upcoming next is Super Green Star 1, which is incredibly simple.
It's basically the last star, but half the length.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn the camera for though, because it's a lot hard to line up otherwise.
Yeah. Quick question in chat. New watcher question: is there a difference between the Japanese version of the game versus other regions? The only difference is text, and that's why we're playing it. Text and loads. And I explained this at the beginning, but I'll explain it again for new people coming in. That in Green Stars, the fastest version is Japanese Virtual Console because of the combination of text and the digital loads that you can get from, obviously, the digital loads. The fastest for any percent is actually the Chinese disc. And there's no Chinese Virtual Console, Chinese digital version, just the Chinese disc in a Wii. And that is fastest for any percent. But Green Stars, because there's not much text and more loads, we use Japanese Virtual Console in the game. That's what makes the loads Japanese.
Alright, Rox, I think it's time to introduce the beast. The beast.
Oh, alright.
Honey Hop.
Remember we were talking about trees earlier? This is another example.
Honey Hop.
I love the Honey Hop. So basically, you know how bees are bees? They are bees. They're slow though. Bees are slow.
Yeah, this is kind of like Honeybloom, where it wants us to use the bee,
but we just don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we're gonna do? Bounce off that I don't know, bee. Get us enough height. Then we're gonna line ourselves up with this wall right here. Do a diagonal wall jump off the honeycomb. Oh!
Okay.
Barely make it up there.
Yeah, get ready. There's a lot
Usually
to
if that
unpack
happens,
here.
you fall. Okay, then you long jump off the flower again, and you have a decent amount of time before it happens. Then we have to make sure we're facing that way off the flippy thing, and I'll get into that later. Then we're gonna want to swing. So right here, long jump off the swing, or not long jump, wall jump. Then wall jump off the berry, do the B skip, and that saves like 2 seconds, and it's super hard. Then using 2P to cheat with the bubble, so we can just instantly go up here. Then right here, he's gonna backflip the wrong way. Then we're gonna hold the helicopter, bounce off the cloud, which only have a few frames to do, and land on top of the cloud, get the flower thing, and then into the star. And the reason you wanted to, and the reason Luigi faced backwards to get that backwards momentum into the star is because of the way he grabbed onto like the flower fluff flingy thing to get onto the swing.
Is that actually why?
I think so. I think I saw something that Joselle wrote sometime saying that.
God, this
Like,
game's
you
so
and I-
weird.
This game's so
I did
weird.
not know that. Keep that in mind for the future.
Can I just say I love how just Rocks is just a fountain of knowledge here.
Yeah, even I'm learning some stuff today. But I hope you're taking notes, Chad. This will be in the test. Alright, so this one. Yeah,
This
get
is the
ready.
same thing, but
Rap gun
further.
incoming.
All right. So basically, we launch the bait to get up to the thing. We do a wall jump at the honeycomb to wall jump up that sign to get a diagonal wall jump to make it up to this area. We bounce with the swing, going backwards to get a lot of backwards momentum. We're gonna long jump up this. We're gonna long jump up that. Da 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 da. A lot of long jumps. It's Galaxy. Yeah, whatever. Grab the flower thing and get into the swing. We're gonna be doing for the swing is swinging because that's what you do with a swing. Wall jump up this thing. Get in the berry skip. No, that's fine. You can just lose the B over here by hitting the water bubble. Not too big of a deal. Loses like 2 seconds. Who cares? Anyway, using 2B to cheat. Backflipping up here. Nice long jump.
That was not supposed to be a long jump, but okay.
That's not a big deal. You can just, hit the water bubble, whatever. Anyway, gonna go back over here. We're gonna be doing again, backflipping onto the cloud, jumping from the cloud, grabbing that, shaking, using all 3 of the shakes so we have enough height. Boom, letting go, using the backwards momentum to fling ourselves all the way over to the very beginning or to the very end of the second planet, doing I think you have 2 frames to long jump off that cloud, or not cloud, the flower, up here, doing another long jump to get up here, another backflip, another wall jump, and then right here, what he's gonna be doing is jumping as soon as he, oh, that's unfortunate.
Nah.
Basically, if you jump as soon as you land, you won't trigger that cutscene that you just saw of Queen Bee talking to Mario. But that was a nice job getting that star first try.
That's actually one of the hardest stars in the whole run.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the stars in the run. The backflip, you have to backflip using, you have to so if you jump with the flower, it bounces you a little bit. So that bounce from the flower gives you a little extra height in your backflip, allowing you to get more height. You can wall jump off Queen Bee for some reason. I don't know why you can wall jump off her.
She's actually a wall.
She's a wall.
Very weird angled walls, but she is a wall.
She is a wall. The Queen Bee is a wall. Just get that in your brains. And then you have to get the perfect amount of height and get lucky that her antenna aren't in the way. Her antenna hitboxes aren't in the way of the star.
He's also a slope. But,
yes. Otherwise the antenna can fling you off the stage. How's the silo? But we're in Starshine. Everyone loves Starshine Beach.
We love Starshine Beach.
We love Starshine Beach. But so the first 2 stars in Starshine are pretty tame. We're gonna be using a lot of Yoshi throughout it. We can just cool little long jump, land on. That's actually apparently somewhere you can land long jump off of. But just gonna keep long jumping. 2P optimization, get Yoshi fast. Then we can do a cool little flutter, get into the star over here. I don't even know how to get the star casually.
I think it wants you to jump down from the top casually. That is very slow because that involves
so slow.
Going down into the water, swimming all the way up, and then jumping down, which is probably a good minute at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starshine has some pretty cool levels.
Starshine's really cool.
Even though it's just Yoshi fluttering, they're actually pretty weird angles because Starshine's one of the levels in the run with a very dynamic camera. Kind of reminds me of Mario 64, which is it's spinning. You cannot make up its mind.
Yeah, Green Star 1 and Starshine is actually. I know this is Jay's favorite level. Jay loves Starshine Green Star 1.
I love Starshine Beach.
The amount of times I've watched you mess up this flutter is incredible.
No, this one I invented my own little baby strat for because I can't do the normal one.
It's not hard.
It is.
Just flutter at an angle. Just get the right angle, bro.
So I invented my own little
yeah.
baby strat for it.
You just flutter up here.
Oh, I dropped a flutter. Never mind.
Alright, so you can't even do his baby strat.
Can't even do my baby strat. No.
But basically, you just flutter and you can like dismount right into the star. And that's a normal strat. But
Oh,
don't break that.
don't break that. No, then
You
we
can
would have
get
had
the
a
star
puzzle
still.
plank incident where if you break the block, you're gonna have some problems.
Well, it's not that bad. You can just grab Yoshi and flutter.
Still a decent chunk of time though.
It's not. Restart the level. Anyway, here's another one of those levels. You can see why people start with World 4 first instead of World 1.
4 is ridiculous.
World 4 is insane.
Crazy.
Green Star 3 and Starshine Beach.
This is definitely one of the stars, right, Rogues?
This is definitely one of them.
It's gotta be one of them.
It's gotta be one of them. This isn't one of them, then nothing is. But we're gonna be back at it again with our good friend the Cloud. A thing that the Cloud does is it doesn't like water, which is weird considering clouds are made of water. But if you are if you have the Cloud power up and you touch water, you lose the Cloud power up. We can't touch water here.
This level is actually a mix of like a couple of different skips, just kind of morphed into one giant section skip. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
You'll see.
So what we're going to be doing over here is just lining ourselves up over here to manipulate and then changing the camera. This camera change is important. Oh
What is
no.
the camera change?
Oh no, you got the lag
no.
too. You got this. Yep. Change it back, like now.
I can't. Oh no, I think I have to go back.
Oh no. You got the
What is
thing.
that?
That can happen.
Yes, the camera got like... It's still stuck.
It's still stuck.
How do I get it unstuck?
Go behind it.
Okay, there we go. Alright, well that kind of
Okay.
ruined everything. Well,
Yeah, you kind of changed that a little too early. That's not the end of the world. You can still do the trick. It's just very slow.
that was...
What it's going to be doing is looking at the clouds can be because things don't move unless they're on screen. So what the camera change originally at it that he originally did, what that was for, is supposed to manipulate the clouds. You can just go right into the piano and throw yourself up to the top there, and that's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to get up there like that. But you can still look at it, look at the clouds from above, and like time your piano throw.
Like
Anyway.
the third thing that's happened this run where I'm like, wow. Never had that
Like that's a new one.
before.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be lining ourselves back up over here, and then doing cloud backflips, where with the upwards boost of the cloud, use all 3 clouds, and then right into the star. That is a very difficult star.
That star is really high up, so you really
Yeah.
gotta make the most, like, once you make a cloud, it kind of bounces a little bit. You really gotta time that perfectly,
Yeah.
otherwise you just do not get enough height.
And missing that star means you have to go all the way back up to get the cloud flower again.
I think that
And
was
it
like,
loses.
I think it's actually faster to just do the normal way if you miss it.
I don't even know what the normal way is.
Neither do I. Alright, this is 2P's level. 2P will take over for this one.
Jump. Oh, are you gonna do the silly jump?
Silly jump.
None of the silly jump. Oh, you don't know the silly jump.
I don't know the silly jump though.
So where the star is, like the planet where the star is, instead of doing the triple jump up, you can go to the side and do a silly jump up.
That doesn't even sound
And
faster.
If you get a frame per ground pound, it saves like 2 frames.
Wow. I'll definitely have to learn that.
Shouts to Pato.
What's a silly jump?
Alright, I'll explain that later. We saw that earlier in the run in Flip Swap, but I'll explain that when we, like, because you have to, like, see the platform to see what I mean. But, the way, by later, I mean right now. So, the way momentum works in this game is that if an object is moving upwards, that speed gets, like, added onto your normal speed of moving upwards. And
I
it's
can
like
show
a
the
ton
silly
of
jump right
speed.
here.
Yeah, so
Like that.
that's a silly jump. Yeah, you get
That's
a ton
pretty
of
much a
speed
silly jump.
from the flip flop panel. You get a ton of height because of the speed of the flip flop panel, flinging Luigi if you time your height right to get up there.
Yeah, I like that from the chat. It's the opposite of a serious jump.
It's the opposite of a serious jump. Thank you, Richard.
I completely agree.
There will be a few serious jumps coming up shortly.
I'm definitely going to do a serious jump in this one.
This is all business. No more messing around.
Alright, I love 2P for this level because these chomps are huge. Any way possible to get them to move? Yes, please.
Yeah, chomp works. That's the gimmick.
This
Chain
chomps.
Yeah, crazy how that works. But the green star's right up here. But using our friend Odd Me, just freeze the chain chomps.
So when the chomps collide, they both just burst into a giant explosion of stabbits. You know, perfect for just everything. What about a serious silly jump? Oh no, now you're talking nonsense.
No, that
oh, only silly.
Yeah.
Alright, Chomp Works 3, this takes place in a completely different level. This one is completely centered around the spring. But I don't know if you're like me, I cannot stand the spring. I know it's the most universally hated power-up in the whole of Galaxy or something like that. So I'm gonna do everyone a service by just skipping it entirely. Absolutely no springs. They're everywhere as well. They really want you to grab these springs.
They really do want you to grab the springs. And we don't actually grab the spring at all. Actually, the fastest method of the star involves getting the spring. But we as a community used to do it, and then we as a community decided, this sucks. And then we stopped going for it. It only saves 2 seconds.
I think it's literally just hardcore now, but I don't even think he likes doing it.
No, it's like saves 2 seconds, and it's like so stupid.
So we're going to be avoiding the spring entirely, just doing some simple platforming to get around the chomps. Definitely do not want to be getting hit. Yeah, this whole section at the end is actually possible without the spring, but we only need to get up to a certain point. We can use the momentum from the platform to get the green. This is all on a cycle, so...
You have to, Another thing you can do is get the momentum from the little platforms here to get a little extra height on your backflip than you would normally, just because the platform's moving upwards. You can also move upwards with the platform, getting some...
Okay.
That might have been the worst attempt at a jump this side of the Rio Grande.
Okay, we should pretend this is the first attempt. Oh, okay, we just made the cycle.
Right, we just made it. So basically, you want to jump a little earlier than it seems because you get the upwards momentum from the platforms. And oh, wow.
First try. Have you really seen it done better anywhere else?
Yeah, but now we're heading into Gravity Gauntlet.
It really is a Gravity Gauntlet. You're going to see some crazy stuff here. This is probably one of the most visually appealing tricks in the game. It's one of those ones, it's just too perfect. Like, it's just too perfect to exist. Like, there's a failsafe in this game where if you're in the air for longer than 10 seconds, you die. This trick, I think you're in the air for like 9.8 seconds or something. It is like, it just fits. And it's beautiful.
Yep, and it's really cool. This is a really insanely cool strat. It's called Gravity Gauntlet C Skip because usually you do it in Gravity Gauntlet C.
You'll see the first screen stat. First screen one was just the second one is right at the, well, it's not right at the end of the stage, but it's pretty far in. Like, it's supposed to go through the castle. The castle is really long. Yeah, here we go. So we'll get it first try.
But yeah, basically what we're gonna be doing over here is gonna be long jumping against the coin, getting this coin. Usually with no you have to grab the 1-up part because we can't do this, but we have to be able to coin. It gives us a little help. Then we're gonna timing our left press up here, then an up left press as that gravity changes, and we're gonna land right up here, just move along. See that womp? We just freeze them a little bit, land on this question block, backflip into the star. It's really
beautiful. An incredible strat. And it was gold. Couldn't have done that better apparently. Yeah, normally, without 2P, you would grab the 6-up shroom there because you need 3 health for the damage boost. It actually plays like a very short, like 1.5 second long cutscene or something every time you get a life shroom. Any time I can avoid that is perfect. I just did by grabbing an extra coin.
Yeah, but Green Star 1, a lot more simple.
This one I feel like I messed up significantly more for some reason. I don't know why. This one I just can't do.
It's so weird. There's like the platform's an interesting, like it's the pillars at like such a weird height. You have to make sure you like, you know, I don't know, time your long jump or backflip to be good. It's interesting. Well, you also have to time it to be the correct direction.
I don't know. Strange, but it's a green star, you know? It's one down. I don't know how many's left, but doing pretty well.
Let's do some math. So World 4 is done. And that means right now, if you beat World 4, I think that means you have approximately 192 stars.
I wonder how you knew that.
There are 240 in the game. So there are 50 left in the game, but you don't do Grandmaster in the run. So you actually have 48 stars left, Jay. According to my calculations.
Alright, 40. Wait, what, 42? 48?
48.
Not too bad, but some of these are quite long, these next couple.
Oh, yeah. Wait until we get to World 6. Actually,
World 5 and 6.
World 5 and 6. Oh, boy. Get your... I don't know.
I like World 5 and 6. You know, they're definitely
comfy.
the ones that I don't like. But
It's comfy.
this one's cool. I like this one.
This is cool, yeah. This one is super tricky, actually, to get the right angle. It's just
that is not the right
using
angle.
That is not the right angle. Basically, use these pole stars, the green stars right up here, so you launch yourself backwards and then back forwards right to the star.
I messed up the fast trap, but I got the backups. It's all good. Yeah, you have to hold each pulse. Like for the fast strat, you want to try and like hold each one for a specific amount of time to get around the launch star. If you get too close to the launch star, it'll suck you in, and you know you lose all your speed and fall back down. Because you don't want to be going into that second section, because there are no green stars there. You won't find any.
Today I learned you can do something in the Switch version of Galaxy 1 that I did not know you can do until today. So, another... Space Storm, the other... Besides the first one, the other two... I think it's the only one where... No, never mind, Cosmico Cove. Only this in Cosmico Cove, where two of the stars are in the second level besides the first. Usually the first two are in the first.
It's actually a really tight cycle I gotta try and make for this one.
Yeah, because it's bubbles. You have to grab the bubble and make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be using the momentum of these moving platforms to get a bit of extra speed in the direction where I want. So I'm gonna be trying to stay on this moving one. That is a backflip, so I'm just gonna go over
That
here.
is a backflip.
I'm just gonna get this one because I messed up the cycle. It's fine.
Well, the cycle's gonna be different anyway, because you have to skip it.
Ah, true. You know what? It's fine. That's the cool thing about greens. Fuck. But, yeah. Definitely don't want to be messing up cycles like that, but it'll be fine.
Oh, for sure, no. But... Yeah, we're gonna be grabbing the bubble star this time. It's fine. Make sure you select 2, not...
Oh yeah, make sure I select 2. Don't want to be grabbing 3.
Yeah.
Gonna be watching the extra
Otherwise, you'll have
cutscene.
to watch the cutscene. We love cutscenes. We love greens.
We've actually got some pretty interesting stars coming up in 05. Some of them not so much.
Some of them are so uninteresting.
Some of them not so much. We've got Slip Sand. One of you will definitely recognize Slip Sand. Especially the green stars. If you play this game casually, then you know the pain of Slip Sand green stars.
Yeah, Slip Sand greens are...
I wonder what the cycle's gonna be like here, actually. I wonder if they're okay.
They're... whatever.
Yeah, they're alright.
You don't lose that much if you miss cycle, because the one's right behind you.
Alright, not bad, not bad. Yeah, we've got a mix of like really short levels and a mix of really long ones, like both Upside Dizzy and Flake Glide are really short.
Really short. But the rest of them are not.
Pretty interesting range of stages in World 5. They're all like so different.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, starting off on the left with Boom Moon. There's actually some pretty interesting strats in Boom Moon.
Yeah.
Some very wacky gravity.
Boom Moon is cool, especially Green Star 3, because very recently in any percent we did a reroute where we don't do Boom Moon 1 anymore if you're on the fastest route. Granted, like 3 people do that route because it is stupidly hard. It requires you to do Sword Betty Skip.
I love Sword Betty Skip.
Love Sword Betty Skip. But Boom Moon 1 was recently booted out of 90%. So F's in the chat for Boom Moon 1. But
I will miss Boom Moon 1. What a great level.
One of the things that was lost with Boom Moon 1 is Boom Moon Skip, where you could skip some of the auto scrollers in Boom Moon, because a lot of Boom Moon is this, waiting for the purple blocks to go forward. So what Jay's gonna do right now, so Boom Moon 1, or just Boom Moon skip actually now. He's gonna do it in green stars. But right here, gonna be triggering this screen transition by clicking on, by stepping on that like little arrow platform, going back here, going up on this like vertical section, and then while the gravity changes right as it gets to the launch star, and you can make it into the launch star. And that saves like a decent chunk of time.
I think it's like 10 or 15 each time, and you can do it twice in greens. It's very fast.
I think that was found by Nemi back in 2015, I believe.
It's actually a pretty recent new discovery in this level, actually.
Recent
Instead of going all the way to the top, you can actually just go from here.
You can just backflip. We did not know you could
we
just
didn't know that for how
until
many
the year
years?
2022. It's been 10 years, and we
It took us
didn't know
that long to discover that. Normally what we would do in the Renzi, we'd go to the top of the house, then long jump, but you can just backflip. It's crazy. I golded that by over a second, apparently. I don't think my gold had the new strat yet. It's crazy how just simple discoveries like that can go unknown for so long. Your brain is in, huge speedrun trick mindset. You miss out on a lot of really small things. That's mainly what Galaxy's made up of, is like so many different small things that you won't notice until you really like dissect and analyze parts of the run. I think this is the coolest part. Hey, Rox, Boom Moon 2, what's different?
Boom Moon 2, oh boy, Boom Moon 2 is so much different. It's the same thing, but the stars and the moon.
The moon? What moon? I can't see it. Can you play that?
You can't say it at all. The Boom Moon.
The Boom Moon.
Reference?
Well, that was weird. Almost like glitched off the ledge.
Hey Jay, you know this. You run 120 Luigi.
Uh-huh.
If you're in Bonefin, how much longer is left in the run?
Bonefin?
Yeah.
God, not very long.
Like 10 minutes?
Oh, more than that.
11 minutes?
Yes, Rox, 11 minutes. So normally here they want you to ground pound the moon to like lower it down, but you can actually just jump over and use the backwards momentum from Luigi, just grab it.
Yep.
The moon? I don't see any moon. I know what you're talking about.
Mod check? Moon? Moon check?
Anyway, this one's actually significantly different. Instead of doing the skip, we're gonna go right to the ending, where the secret stat would normally be.
Yeah, I think this one's also longer than Green Star 2, just because,
I think this is one of the rarest scenarios. We were talking about Fluffy Bluff earlier, how one was slightly longer. This one's actually significantly longer, I think. Gotta ride the snake blocks all the way to the ending.
Yep, it's pretty nonchalant.
This one's actually one of the really punishing ones. Like this checkpoint by here, I'm pretty sure is the only checkpoint.
Yeah,
it's the entire section.
And you lose so much time if you just like.
So if I die at any point past this, I'm spawning right back here, which is a very big chunk of time. But moving on these snake blocks can actually be pretty finicky. I'm just gonna be riding them right to the end. And normally, when you want to go in the launch star, but the secret star's like just past it. Alright, gonna take extra care to not enter the launch star. Don't want to be doing that.
Do not go into the launch star.
There we go.
Yay. But anyway, there's kind of a skip you can do here. It's just like ride it all the way to the green star. You can just long jump to it a little earlier.
A little bit of a dodgy angle, but we'll take it.
Yeah, whatever gets the job done.
That was actually a really good Boom Moon. That was better than my gold Boom Moon, like the entire segment.
I love Honeybloom Galaxy.
Alright, Upside Dizzy is another one of those simple but beautiful looking stars when everything goes right. It's kind of like right side down. You can abuse the gravity in pretty weird ways. I don't actually know what the intended way of getting some of these are, because the speedrun strats are like really simple.
Yeah.
Like especially like Upside Dizzy is one of those ones where you probably did this by accident in your casual playthrough like a very long time ago.
It's really cool. You can get some cool momentum stuff off the Goombas and stuff, but it's such a short level that like doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you don't get to see too much of it. There's not much that can go wrong. It's one of those like you get here and you're like, I can't break for a minute. Yeah, some pretty cool movement.
Yeah, bounce off this Goomba. Right into this gravity field. And then we just kind of like float.
Yeah, normally you can like float high enough to get onto that ledge. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't actually know why.
Yeah. It's just weird gravity stuff.
Gravity is pretty weird and wacky.
For sure.
And upside down one, you might have saw it as we went past. Another very short one. This clock's in under a minute as well. Second of time. Sure. Pretty sure half of that's cutscenes.
Sure. Yeah. A lot of what greens is just cutscenes. Why?
That's why being able to route the stars in a way where you can skip a lot of them is super helpful. It helps it like just flows so much better.
Yep. Absolutely. It's weird because like I feel like greens at 242 go like really fast. Greens on its own.
That's a greens moment. Yeah, here we can basically do the same thing, like right to the star, and it's so fast. You don't have to worry about any of the moving platform shenanigans. You can just float right up. All right, and now we're going into slip sand. You guys are gonna love slip sand.
Oh, slip sand! I love slip sand.
So the sand at the beginning, it's all moving like where we want to go. So it's actually really quick. You can get a lot of boosted momentum forwards off the sand. We're gonna do a couple of chains trying to avoid some of the fireballs. And if we make it fast enough, we should be on a good cycle for the boxes in the later section, which I'm pretty sure they're global cycles, but they're just active all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one, giant sand slide. There are 2 green stars on the giant sand slide. Missing either of them is pain.
It is incredibly painful.
Yeah, here we go.
It loses like a minute to, you know, mess everything up.
Oh. One thing I love about this sand, backflipping.
Yeah, the sand, you can get momentum long jumping forward, but it's really hard to long jump forward off of it.
Oh, a little bit too much there. I think we should be still good. Not on the greatest cycle for the boxes, but it's fine.
Not amazing, but it still gets through. Still works.
Yeah, this section is moving away from us. We're gonna try and stay not in the sand. Don't need this fireflower either.
It's very easy. I don't even know what the fireflower's for. Like, what do the torches give you?
That's a great question. Wait, okay, that was
please.
Weird momentum there. I don't know what that was.
You should probably like look at the thing. Get the checkpoint. That's not for safety. That is because actually that is for safety. But
this is safety because you know this could happen.
This could happen. This could
that one's surprisingly
happen.
easy to miss.
Yeah, and we do 2 before 3. Because if you miss 2, we can just go right to 3.
Yeah, slip sand 3, terrifying green star. It's one of those ones like you're on pace. You're like, oh no. So, there's a couple of them left actually. Like Melty Monster 3.
Melty Monster.
There's another one of those where like easy in
Clockwork.
theory, but when you're on a good run and you're a bit nervous, like oh no.
Well, Clockwork's not easy in theory. It's just not easy.
Clockwork is a whole different.
It's a whole different.
Different thing.
Yeah, but more slip sand. I love slip sand.
Oh, I cannot wait to show you guys Battle Built.
Oh my god, I love Battle Built. I love greens. I love greens so much.
Oh, not getting long jumps.
Ooh, taking damage. What will he do?
And then need another 2P remote. Close more of the fireballs. Barely not making this cycle again. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. So as long as we're not dying, I'll take it.
Yeah, as long as you don't die. Because if you die at all, you have to go all the way back to the end.
First green star is just down there, but definitely gonna get that one last.
Yeah, that one's the least of our concern.
Alright, make sure you get some smilers in the chat. I want to see everyone smiling.
Yeah, we need some smilers.
We have definitely not got anything else to do here but smile. All the smilers are coming down.
Oh, I'm smiling so hard right now. There's the biggest grin on my face.
But I'm sure Rox is, you know, you can see giant smile. Yeah, the green star is right past all these little rolling smiley guys on the right side, so I'm gonna try and stay as right as I can without dying. And this one's just shockingly easy to miss. There we go, we got a happy little chat room.
Wow, look at those smilers.
So happy to see Slip Sand.
I love Slip Sand.
Got a huge variation of the smileys as well. We got the Twitch smileys, the basic smileys, got the
backward smileys,
little monkey smileys. We got the double smiley there. And you're cheating. You can't use 2P.
We got...
What is that smiley? I've not seen that one. That's a global emote? Not
That's a
seen
global
that.
emote? What?
I've never seen that one in my life.
That's a new one.
That's Twitch.
Let's see. Do I have any smiles?
Alright, one more level in Slip Sand. This one's relatively short, because this one's actually...
I'll put my favorite smile. This is my favorite smile. Whale's Hedge. Is smiling.
I love that smile. I'll need to recreate that in the Luigi head at some point. Now this one we should be good on backside because I didn't take any damage this time. So we can long jump right onto that box. No spins at all. It is super quick.
Alright, real quick, I do want to give a shout out. I need to mute him real quick, but huge shout outs to my good friend Tibbs1, known enjoyer of Slip Sand Green Star 1, and also now a 5'11 haver in 120 Luigi.
Tibbs got 5'11"?
Yeah, he just got, no, not 5'11", but he just beat your record. 5'12", very low.
Losing
Like
world
1x.
records live, let's go.
Losing world records live at GDQ.
Yeah,
Shout out to
huge
Tibbs.
GG's to Tibbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible.
No, Twitch TV, that's Tibbs1. He's great. Go drop him a follow. He runs top runner Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yeah, what was the
Just got a
final
record in
time?
Galaxy 1. 5:12:14.
That's insane. Huge GG's to Tibbs.
Yeah.
Now, that one stood for how many months? Like 7? That was an old one.
Oh, he unsplit.
Oh no.
No, Tibbs.
Alright, so this is another level like earlier in Wild Glide. Blizzard is back. This time
Okay.
we have one very, very interesting green star. The other one's pretty close to the end. You basically have to play through this whole level, but the other one... Oh, you're not gonna miss the first one. Probably one of the hardest strats in the whole run. 5 out of 9 now. They're the first person to lose a record during GDQ. So true.
Real.
Nah, I'm so bad for Tibbs, though. He's been grinding a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out
Tibbs
to
has been
him.
on the grind. Huge shout out to Tibbs. Tibbs been grinding both Galaxy 1 and 2. A lot of people have been on the grind for Galaxy 1 and 2. Tibbs, Jhay, Hardcore's back.
Crazy amount of activity in Galaxy lately.
Yeah, Hardcore Gaming 07.
If there's any time to start getting into watching Galaxy, playing Galaxy for yourself, it's now. It's firing up.
It is absolutely, it's really cool. And we're showing the coolest run of them all right now. Love greens.
So if you love green stars, you're gonna love all the other categories. I can promise
Oh
you.
yeah. Greens is, I guess we probably should mention this earlier, but like this is for like a category extension. Greens is not a category extension. It's on the main leaderboards.
It should be.
It should be a CE though. No one likes greens.
Alright, good question, chat. Why are my pointers moving in sync? I've actually got my controllers strapped together with Velcro. So I'm basically holding 2 of them at once, so that's why it looks like they're moving together.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
might
any
be
questions
wondering.
that you do have, chat, make sure that I'm reading it occasionally, so if you have any questions,
Yeah,
I'll
and
try
I'm
and read some out.
reading it always.
Yeah, anything
But
you
I've
need to
seen-
know,
Yeah.
definitely get asking.
Yep. But yeah, but I guess for the people just coming in, For those people who, don't know.
Oh, actually, watch out. Really hard star coming up. Wait.
Oh, yeah, this is the hardest star on the game.
Oh, I'm gonna have to close my eyes. I don't want to look. I don't want to miss it.
Can't see
I don't want to miss it.
Oh my god, it's so difficult. I can't look.
Oh,
did he get it?
Oh, phew. Okay, that was close.
Whew, really hard.
I was actually quite nervous about that one.
Yeah, you just point your controllers down and then you win. Anyway, for those coming in who don't know, you might be thinking, isn't using 2P cheating? Jump boost is non-trivial advantage. Well, you just got corrected because it's not cheating. It's completely legal, but 2P does help us out in freezing enemies, allowing us to hit switches earlier, grab checkpoints from afar, grab Yoshi eggs from afar. Not too helpful in greens, but does help from time to time.
Now that's an important question. Where can I get a cool Luigi hat? And you'll be surprised what you can find on the internet. Is it a button controller? Velcro? Oh yeah, Velcro is basically a tool-assisted speedrun. Velcro is definitely a tool. Just got banned.
Velcro is the dirty bag countries. 2P is actually not its own category. Unlike in SMO and Odyssey, it's its own category. It shouldn't be, but that's a different discussion. No, leave hashtag leaderboard discussion in hashtag leaderboard discussion. But 2P is,
oh god, okay.
Galaxy 2 slope.
That was a slow moment.
That was a slow moment. But,
Alright, Shiver Burn is actually a pretty important one with clouds. There's actually some really big skips you can do to Shiver Burn. If you haven't seen these skips, they're actually surprisingly easy to pull off, especially as Luigi. A little bit more tricky as Mario. But specifically for Green Star 3, we need one cloud. So we gotta carry a whole cloud all the way to the... Well, not to right to the end, but pretty much to the end of the level. But for Green Star 2, we don't need any. So we're gonna do two different variations of one of the skips here to get into the second section a little bit earlier. This will be the first one. I'm going to try and avoid activating this platform. Damage boost over here.
Yeah, Shiver Burn's incredibly difficult. Just in general. A lot of cycles, a lot of pain, a lot of cool movement though. It is really cool to optimize, but it's incredibly difficult.
Getting a platform boost there.
No, platform boost, nice. Anyway, we're going to be going over here. We need to save one cloud for the last one.
Yeah, trying my best not to take damage, also not spinning, because I really need this cloud.
Yeah, it's absolutely crucial to have the cloud. And you can see he waited before shaking in the launch star just to make sure he doesn't use the cloud. Because it is incredibly easy just to use the cloud in the launch star.
Yeah, this is wise. One single cloud over here. More than enough. That's all we need. Yeah, for this next one, we can actually do a more direct line. Because we can actually use all three clouds. We don't need to worry about saving any. We can do a complete direct line to one of the stars very fast. But this one I don't need to worry about activating the platform. Just gotta focus on, timing and the card's right spots. This one I'd actually recommend trying. This skip that I'm about to do right here, it's definitely not one of the hardest to do, but it's very cool to pull off. And right after this, we got Boom Bunker. Some funky looking cannon shots. Probably some of the most janky hitboxes you'll ever see in a video game.
Oh my god, yep. Anyway, this star's cool. Do a little skip. We can use all three clouds here, so we go this way off the platform. It's a little faster. But we can't use it for the first one, obviously, because we use all three.
Everything goes well, we will fall right into the star. Yeah, basically. Alright, last one coming up for World 5. Now, this one's kind of interesting. Because one of the stars, for some reason in this game, all of the stars have different hitboxes. You might think they were just the same, like copy and pasted or whatever, but some of them have like giant hitboxes, some of them have tiny hitboxes. And you get to see a huge contrast in this level.
Boom Bunker Green Star 2.
Yeah, the Green Star 2, for some reason the hitbox is like tiny, but as soon as you get into Green Star 1, it's like this bit, I don't even know. And maybe I can try and like aim it a certain way to show it off. And we'll see. Yeah, this is another level where you can really abuse like cloud momentum and stuff. We're not gonna get to see any of that in greens. Mainly gonna be focused on aiming, like trying to set up the aim as fast as possible.
But yeah, it's the hitbox in this game can be really janky. Like the hitbox of Green Star 1 is about the size of, I don't know. It's very large, as opposed to Green Star 2, which is you only have a couple pixels. It feels like you probably have more than that, but it feels like you only have a couple.
I'm gonna try and set up as fast as I can. I don't think that works actually. Maybe.
I think that's too low.
Oh,
Maybe.
actually works.
No, that's good.
Not bad. Yeah, I've had some instances where like I'll be directly going into the green star and it'll just somehow miss. I've also had instances where I'm not even touching a pixel of it and I'll somehow grab it. It's one of the most unexplainable things.
So
I
weird.
don't know.
It's so weird. I think it has something to do with more than with Luigi's hitbox and the Star's hitbox.
It's very, very weird.
Because Luigi like flings himself everywhere in the midair.
Alright, this one a little bit faster. We can actually do this one from the first cannon. But not do my habit of doing the insta shot to kill the hammer burrow.
Yeah, you can actually do an insta shot into the star. But like, you know.
Yeah, there we go.
Not
Those are
that
pretty good cannon shots. Can't really complain about those.
Pretty good.
Basically as
bunkers.
fast as you can go, pretty much.
We're into World 6. I love World 6.
Alright, World 6 has a mix. Oh, it's one of the weirdest ones. It has some of the hardest stages, and then it has Battle Belt. But, you know, Battle Belt was a problem for later.
But yeah, we're gonna be starting off the bat, Melty Monster. Melty Monster is a
I think this level's awesome. Like, how can you
this
not
level's
like a
sick.
how can you not like a stage completely designed around lava?
Like Melty Monster itself is sick. Especially
So-
Green Star 2. Yeah.
So, in accordance with water, cloud, and tree levels, where would you put lava levels?
Ooh. You know, I'd probably put lava up there with cloud. Or like a close
I
second.
think cloud's better for sure.
Cloud
Of
is
the-
better, but lava's probably a close second.
I mean, as we all like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know, cloud, water, and like tree. They all lived in harmony until the lava levels attacked. No, but I think fire levels are fun.
Lava sections allow for some of the craziest damage boost strats, like in Gravity Gauntlet. Like it just getting so much momentum from, you know, the weird angled lava walls. You'll see some later in Galaxy Generator. Crazy lava damage boost. Cool to watch. Even in this next star, we've got a pretty interesting damage boost. Surprisingly fast. It's another one of those levels with a very basic strat we didn't really find till recently. To be right at the end.
Yep.
Okay, we do Green Star 2 second because these little, I don't even know what these lava guys are called.
I call them.
Magmos? For some reason that sounds right, but it
I
probably
think they're
isn't.
called. Aren't they blargs?
Blags?
Or is that a different
Never
thing?
heard of that.
I call them quagfires because they look like quagsires, like the Pokemon, but like on fire.
I have no idea. Oh, I did not grab the life shroom.
Oh, you kind of need the life stream if you're
Oh,
doing
did I
that.
get the checkpoint? Oh, I really hope I got the checkpoint.
I think you did.
Oh,
you should have
no.
Oh no.
I thought 2P was gonna save me. Okay, listen. Then that didn't happen. Oh, we'll get it first. We'll get it first try. Yeah, that
someone else in chat
loses
said
a lot.
blocks. That's unfortunate.
That's fine.
Is it fine?
Definitely should have got the checkpoint though. That is a brain issue.
It's time for my favorite game. Is it fine or is he coping?
Me? I would never cope. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I would have coped if I missed that one. At least that one worked.
Anyway, Green Star 3.
Now this one,
This one's a moment.
this one is the mean one. This just has like it wakes up in the morning. It's like I'm gonna cause problems on purpose.
Like it wakes up in the morning and chooses violence.
Rocks out of the bed every morning, just always angry. Says it gets better after the morning coffee, but there's no coffee.
That's the trick.
Yep.
It says it gets better after the morning coffee, but if there's no coffee, then it never gets better.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, this one is based in Melty Monster 2, which has all of the Boulder funny level. So if you love Rock Mario, then you're in for a treat.
Oh
So
boy, I love
you
rocks.
might see that little brick at the end of the section where that star is. That's what it wants you to do. It wants you to roll all the way to the end, break the rock, and then long jump back for the green. But that is really slow.
It's also really hard.
Yeah, it's actually harder.
It's where it's harder. But we're gonna be just skipping that and just bouncing from the fences into the star. There's an actual faster method what you can do is actually do rock jumps instant into the star.
We all know how well those went earlier.
Yeah, it's viable RTA.
That sounds
Nemi's
like
done
cope.
it. Nemi did it in IL.
Nemi's too good. Nemi's too ahead of his time.
Chatting your PDs within a minute of his.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Funny time.
There's actually a pretty consistent camera manip you can do for the... Oh, not really a manip, but a camera setup. All kind of wacky. You can see it right there to the right.
Yeah. Just hit left 3 times.
Nice.
Boop.
Yeah, those fences have some of the weirdest properties I've ever seen. I feel like I've said this like 5 times today. It's just Super Mario Galaxy 2. If you
Super
hit the
Mario
fence, sometimes it's just like, nah. it just kills you. It's like, oh, okay. Gotta love the fences.
I'm a big fan of people who have never seen people getting fenced before getting fenced. Their reaction's always very funny. Shouts to Necro.
There's gotta be like a compilation video of this somewhere.
There's gotta be. It's called the 602 highlight vid. Anyway, we're into Flash Black.
This one of those levels only has 2 for good reason. This level's incredibly short.
Yeah. We're actually going to see a little bit of 2P usage here.
I think this is the first time that in greens we'll see Goomba boosting 2P.
I think it's the only time in greens.
Yeah, hopefully it behaves today.
Yep. It's a little cool strat. It's exactly what it sounds like. Goomba boosting. We hold Goomba with 2P and we get a boost from it just by going through the underside. Actually, no, like,
There's a certain direction you have to like go into it. It's got a really weird hitbox. Yeah, you can actually just get a boost.
Yeah.
It saves a decent amount of time.
It does,
I
yeah.
get this one as well. This one's a little bit harder. Yeah, no, that didn't want to work.
Not the end of the world. But we're going to be skipping Green Star 1, getting Green Star 2 first.
Yeah, we haven't done the Infinite Footer for a while, so you haven't seen that yet. This is something you can do in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool and very helpful.
It works pretty much just by animation canceling. Like, you're canceling the animation of the photo with the Z press.
Yeah.
Okay, well, not that I just have no excuse.
That was
It's
just
supposed to be
delicious.
here?
You didn't get the check.
Oh my god, man.
There's a checkpoint.
I really need
just
to
didn't get.
grab more checkpoints.
Probably should grab the checkpoints. Yeah.
Oh no.
Um.
Yeah, I can show off the Goomba bounces again. Yeah, that is what I like to call a Super Mario Galaxy 2 moment.
That was no. That you can't blame me for that one. You just went right on past it.
I'll see. I got the double Goomba bounce this time. See, it was worth. It was so worth.
You could have gotten it and gotten Green Star 1 instead.
Ah, it's fine. Now I've got extra chances for more.
Is it fine or is he coping? Grab the checkpoint.
See? It's one of the things. You just grab the checkpoint. Oh, and I drop my footer. We'll just walk.
Okay, we'll just walk.
Walk of shame. Honestly, I think it's deserved at this point.
Probably is.
It's
Please don't
fine.
mess up. Nice.
Alright, that was, you know how many golds we've got? That was a new worst. Oh, always good to get those.
Get those out of the way.
Okay, wait, no, the strat is what we're doing is we're getting all the bad things out of the way before Clockwork Ruins. And Clockwork Ruins will go perfectly.
Perfectly. Oh boy, I can't wait till Clockwork Ruins. It's my favorite part of Green Stars, and we all know how much I love Green Stars.
Yeah, Clockwork Ruins. Is it? Would we call it the hardest? It's gotta be the hardest in greens, right? I can't think of anything else to be worse.
Well, maybe Honey Hop.
Yeah, it's between Honey Hop and Clockwork Ruins.
Between Honey Hop and Clockwork for sure. Yeah.
We're gonna get the double Goomba bounce again. This is no cope guarantee.
Certified guarantee. Seal of approval.
Would I ever lie to the chat? See? I definitely would not. Yeah, that was pretty good. That definitely made up for the death.
Yeah, that was not bad.
Yeah, Clockwork is one of those levels where we do a weird order because the cycles are very important in this level. Like, this level it's basically just a giant cycle. You mess up any small thing, any little bit of movement, you back from to the long jump, probably losing about 10 to 15 because of the cycles. So we're gonna enter Green Star 2. Might look weird considering all the stuff we've been telling you. But yeah, we're gonna enter Green Star 2 and then do Green Star 1. Yeah, you'll see why. Yeah, this level this is rough.
This is a rough level.
It possibly has one of the coolest tricks in the whole run.
It is definitely a moment. Clockwork. Basically, we're going to be starting off by doing a long jump and then just a tad quick little back flip up onto that. And then we can use the moving momentum properties to get a ton of long jump momentum. But we're going to be going into one first, so we're just waiting. Boop, into one.
Yeah, we can basically use so much momentum from these moving clocks because they're all pretty much moving in the way where we want to go. It's always a nice little boost. Yeah, that was not the coolest trick. This level houses the coolest trick.
This is the cool one. This is the cool one.
This level is great. You're in for a treat.
It's also impossible, but it's really cool. Clockwork, Green Star 3.
Yes, you know how we did the angled wall jumps in Boulder Bowl? Imagine that, but 3 extra ones. Basically that.
Yeah. And also an infinite more amount of time save.
Oh yeah, it saves a lot.
So much.
Yeah, I'll leave you to this one, Rox. You got this, bro.
Alright, well, so the cycle's a little different, so we can't do the backflip we did last time. Instead, we're going to be doing a little bit of a triple jump up here and then long jumping over to this cycle. And we're going to be able to make it cycle just by long jumping. And hopefully it's on the great cycle, but he doesn't have to spin, okay? And just jump on that little lip right there. Oh, making it, not going to the question block. I usually go into the question block just for looks cool. Anyways, right into the launch star backflipping. This next section is also cycle-based because the wall pushes you in and out. And what you want to do is obviously not die. Not grabbing the checkpoint because it's flow and it's kind of hard to actually do it 2K. But we're going to be hitting this gravity switcher thing. We'll get upside down because what we need to do is hit that switch in order to unlock the launch star. So it's just be long jumping down here, right into the switch. Boop, done. Alright, that's going to be unlocking this Luma. And we're going to be heading to the next section. This next section is incredibly difficult. There's actually a strat you can do where you can long jump along the very edge of this platform, this area. And Jay's not going for it because it's cringe, but also because the strat's impossible. But you can long jump along the edge of it where you're not under the wheels, but you're still on ground, and you just keep long jumping, and it saves a ton because you don't have to go all the way around inside of it. And but that's an eye only strat. I think Doopsy's done it in runs, but that's Doopsy, so that's a Doopsy. But right here, this is a cool strat. We're gonna get a ton of momentum from this elevator, and at the very peak of it, go flying up, backflip diagonally against these walls over here, Boom, boom, boom. Done. Now we're gonna go up here, up at this fence. That skips 2 separate cutscenes. One that shows the rocks falling, and one that shows the
that was
the platform
beautiful.
being moved out. But that was really solid.
I don't think I could. Yeah, that was a gold by like half a second. That was insane.
Yeah, that was really
that was
good.
really clean. Yeah, that was. I'll pat myself on the back for that. Yeah, made up for a lot of things that went wrong earlier.
Nice. Next up, we got Green Star 2. This is a pretty simple one compared to the last one. Still pretty tricky though. Gonna be doing the same movement on the first platform, first planet. Then instead of hitting the gravity switch, you're gonna be going on top of that building and then just launch up into Green Star.
Yeah, it just works so perfectly, the long jump. Like it basically just straight long jump to the left, and it just perfectly lands you on the green star.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Scary, but we should be on good cycle here.
You're good, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Not anymore.
See, one tiny little mistake like that, now I've got to wait for the cycle on this planet, which I think
that
one's not too bad.
Yeah, that's a mechanic called spin bonking. It's where if you spin too close to the wall, you'll like tap yourself against it, get a little bit of a bonk, and lose a lot of time.
Yeah, there are some very punishing spin bonks that can happen in the wrong places.
Like over a gap, it's really fun when you die. But that's Clockwork, and we're pulling up to like last half-ish hour or so.
Yeah, according to the timer, there is 35 left, providing nothing major goes wrong. Which, we'll see.
We'll see.
We've had some moments.
Had a lot of moments indeed. But that's what Galaxy 2 is. Just a giant moment.
Alright, if there's any SM64 enjoyers in chat, you might recognize this level. But no, I'm not going to do Canalus. I'm going to just get that out the way.
I love Womps.
Definitely not going to do Canalus.
You should do Owlus.
I will actually do Owlus right now. I'll do Owlus.
There's no Owls.
Yeah, there is no Owls.
I love Womp so much. 2.5 hours into the run is only in Womps.
Yeah, waiting for someone to make the jokes. Oh, there's a spin bar.
Nice spin bar.
Just thought I'd show off the mechanic more.
Yeah, it's a really cool mechanic. Really helpful. Anyway, Green Star 1 or Green Star 2, it's on top of this Womp up here. 2P kind of braces level in half. With 1P, you actually have to like make that cycle, and so you can make it on top of the Womp.
Take the cycle? No, we don't do that here.
No,
we just pause it with 2P.
What cycle? We just, use our non-trivial advantage.
Throwback's like one of those really nice levels in greens. Like all the stars just flow so well in it. Yeah. There's not really. I guess Green Star 3's got some pretty cringe strats, but the strat I do is relatively chill.
Yeah, especially because it's crammed in between Clockwork and Paddle Belt.
it's like the break before Paddle Belt.
Anyway. Green Star 1 here, very simple. It's just through one of these holes.
Whoa. That's scary. I know, we're hyping up Battle Belt so much. Chat's gonna be so excited when we get there.
Oh, I love Battle Belt.
Oh, I can see it on the splits now. Battle Belt is coming.
It's coming. Yeah, I should have made popcorn for Battle Belt.
Listen, Jay, if you got any popcorn nearby, make sure you grab it for Battle Belt. You're in for a treat.
Oh wait, Green Star 3 is a little trickier, a little harder. There's actually a really hard strat. Do you do the strat that hardcore?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
Every time I watched Hotfix do it, it just didn't go well. So it's like, yeah, maybe I'll refrain from that. Like, yeah, no, I won't bother.
That's fair.
Yeah, we can't even do Canalus. The wall's already gone. The cannon got there before we did. It's already broken. Frame perfect jump though. I feel like we haven't mentioned that yet.
Yeah, so you have one frame to perfectly jump. and it like you don't have like the landing animation of you know, Luigi like landing. He does like the wall. And I'm like, well, I'm here. But anyway, Green Star 3, couple leaps of faith over the abyss, over the black hole.
Probably one of the weirdest
star.
placed green stars. I don't know how they expect you to find that normally, but
Anyway,
alright,
it's
here
time.
it is, chat. Here it is.
Here we go.
I want to see some hype.
I better not be disappointed. I've been waiting all night for this.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Battle Belt. So to explain Battle Belt, in the Battle Belt, like the normal star, it's 3.5 minutes of like kind of like an enemy gauntlet. The problem with it in greens is that there's nowhere to hide the greens. So you just have to do the level 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that's basically, there's a couple of different things you can do to manage the RNG and stuff. Like, it's a very RNG heavy level, and it's probably the biggest RNG in the whole run, because enemies, they don't like to behave. They're all very wacky. So we start off on this planet with the Goomba. This Goomba, kind of overpowered. I've been hit by this guy so many times.
Oh, in Comet? In Comet, you have one health. You have 1 health, and that Goomba can sneak up on you and kill you so many times. But anyway, here, this is a cool planet. You got these, I think they're called cinders?
Little cinders, they're rappers.
Little cinders, yeah. And then but now they're, this is actually a cool planet. We actually do a triple jump using the fire. We can skip killing the urchins. Instead, just make our way with that triple jump all the way to the crab planet. Skippy kind of breaks this planet open. You can just hold the crabs, but you have to find them first. It's gonna be tricky to find.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Green Star 1 first, because for this next planet, you really want the Fire Flower, but I don't have much of my Fire Flower left. I'm gonna intentionally grab 1 first. Having the Fire Flower is super useful for killing the Pumpkin Goombas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A very important question from chat. This level proves the greens was a late addition. This thing, greens in this level is pretty weird, because you can't really hide them anywhere, because they're all like really tiny planets. There's not really much to like explore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta take what you're given.
I wish. I just wish. I wish a lot of things.
I wish Battle Belt.
I wish.
Yeah, Rox was saying, this is like, you know, there's like 10 of the stars. This is like 5 of them. This is like 5 of the 10 stars.
You can lose so much time in Battle Belt for like seemingly no reason. Just because like Crab decided to walk off and not like you.
The RNG is pretty wacky in this. And that one really does not want to behave. It's basically like managing the enemies efficiently enough to where you're not losing a ton of time to RNG. It's like, I don't know, those things you just gotta expect, but at the same time, there's also like ways you can manage it to make it less, you know, damaging to your run.
Yeah.
Like this planet specifically, you're praying. Hopefully the fireballs will hit something good.
Yeah, you did this thing, the strat we talked about in Right Side Down a million years ago, where you interrupt the shake with a fireball pressing Z, like cancel it, and you can just rapid fire fireballs. And you can just unload them onto the pumpkin Goombas.
Yeah, this one we've already grabbed, so I'm gonna be heading into some sections you might not have seen. You like booze? Well, don't worry. They're all gone. Oh wait, no, this one. Now they're all gone.
You like swimming? Well, there's no more, so. And coming up, we got the Ice Cinder Planet.
These are little burrs.
Little birds.
They're also rappers. This planet's really quick with 2P.
Yeah, you can just use that really badly with 2P.
These ones is
mole
not
planet.
really RNG, which is nice.
Yeah, it's cycle based. Boop, boom.
This next
then-
part.
This inside of this planet is the worst. Is the worst. These enemies, they're called hoppers. I actually don't know what they're called. But they're the worst enemies known to man because their hitboxes are in Tanzania. Okay? I don't understand how There's so many clips of me just jumping directly on them and then dying.
Super Galaxy
And
2.
it's Super Galaxy 2 moment.
I love
such a
Super
moment.
Galaxy 2. Yeah, one more in Battle Belt. We've got Green Stat 2, so it's, you know, not the longest one, not the shortest. Still got about 2 minutes left of Battle Belt. And we're heading on to the next most exciting level. We've really got a gauntlet of just excitement right now. Hope you guys are loving this.
I love Battle Belt. And then Slimy Spring afterwards. Woo!
I'm not the least disappointed by this.
Listen, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I'm glad, yeah.
Battle Belt is fantastic. I want to try and get this little burr planet like good once, because this one's been trolling me a bit.
The center?
Yeah, there's
Come on.
Cinder.
You gotta get,
This one.
You gotta get your names right.
There we go. That was a bit better.
Anyway, another triple jump here with the fire flower. I've seen this a bunch already. Hopefully crabs are nice to you. Let's see.
Oh, that was a miss.
Oh, but the blue ones are really nice to you.
And that was not very nice.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe we'll get a little bit of Firefly usage. I don't know.
not
Maybe.
too much.
Yeah, we actually got the full Firefly up, so that's good. Fireball's not going to be hitting a single enemy.
Classic.
It's just like a normal greens run for me. Alright.
Oh, I love greens.
Alright, next section. Yeah, we can actually get through this level pretty quickly. This is a very long level. Like, normally in a run, whole battle bud segment's like 7 minutes long. I think it's the longest by like 2 minutes.
2
Like,
minutes,
so
yeah.
long in comparison to some of the other levels.
It's incredibly fun, especially at the end of like a marathon run. Not marathon as in like a GDQ type marathon, but like if you're doing like a long multi-game marathon run, like that, like a 44, which is both Galaxy games, 242 back to back. Battle Belt's great. It's always so good to have at the very end of your run. You won't fall asleep at all.
Is this sarcasm? I don't know. I'm not sensing any sarcasm. Alright, Battle Belt is over. Now we can get back to the fun, incredible levels such as Slimy Spring.
Oh, I love Slimy Spring.
Alright, so
like
you know how
swimming?
earlier we were ranking the water levels? This is why it's near the bottom.
It's just, and we do half the level.
Yeah, one day there's gonna be a way we can like clip out of bounds. We gotta find something for this level. It needs it. It needs it really badly.
It really does need it. This is more or less just an auto-scroller. Like I said earlier, greens is like 10 stars and 110 auto-scrollers. Those are 2 of the auto-scrollers.
This is so true, Rocks.
It's
Alright. It's one of those levels where all the time save just comes from the shell lines and this little slope jump at the beginning. So it's actually kind of difficult to get a good one.
yeah. That saves like a second or 2.
Alright, another important thing is that you should definitely grab a bubble, because otherwise you're gonna drown. Like, if you try and go for green stat 2 without getting like a coin or some sort of air, you will drown. I've done it so many times where I've been just autopiloting. It's like, oh, it's Slimy Spring. I can turn off my brain for a minute or so, but and then I drown.
Can't say I've done that.
Yeah, we're gonna be just trying to take as good as the line as we can without getting hit by the noodles.
I think they're canonically called snoodles.
Noodles with the S.
Noodles with an S. Snoodles.
Yeah, this first green star is gonna be right at the end of this first section. Let me make sure to not get hit.
Oh, and also don't go through that launch star. It is very easy to autopilot go through that launch star.
Oh, I've seen it happen to so many different people.
It's so
They'll
sad.
just autopilot, then they end up in the next section. It's like, oh no.
Oh no, and then you actually grab the checkpoint and they actually have to exit the level instead of just dying. The worst.
Alright, I've got a very important comment from the chat room. This says, I personally think the speedrun would be improved if there was twice as many rolling ball levels. Now that... Imagine Slimy Spring now, but with the rolling ball.
With the rolling ball?
Isn't that just so much better?
I love when
run on
ball and music get fast.
I think Nintendo should hire you.
So true.
Yeah, once we've got through this one, the ending is actually really cool. Like, World S has some very interesting stars.
Oh yeah, World S is sick. Especially boss splits.
Oh yeah, boss splits. Oh no. Okay, at least boss splits is relatively quick. Maybe we get to see our best friend Bouldergeist.
No, we love Boldy. And our other best friend.
Our other best friend, who's the other one?
That's a reference.
Oh. Reference. Oh, I get it. It's Major
You get the
Burrows.
reference? Yes, it is Major Burrows.
Alright, Slimy Spring is over. You can wake up now.
Alright, good morning.
Alright, now, we go from that to Galaxy Gen. Galaxy Gen, hands down one of the coolest levels.
Is the Galaxy Generator is sick. The pace picks up instantly. Yeah, so Galaxy Generator is normally the final boss battle level.
Yes, this is like, the finale. Definitely gotta
right here,
hype it up.
Jay can just walk across, but in a normal run, there's normally a cutscene there. We already watched the cutscene on this file, but there's normally a cutscene there on a new file. That we didn't know you can skip until like 8 years after the game came out. By just pointing at the screen and clicking on Bowser's head, you won't watch the cutscene.
And another crazy thing that just goes unknown for so long.
Yeah, and that was found by the one and only Oddme, our PP cursor here. That was Oddme, Oddme_.
Alright.
But
Galaxy Gen, there's a lot to unpack here, so I'm gonna leave this to you, Rox.
Alright, so whenever it's be long jumping around, you gotta wait for the Luma, so it's not too much point in skipping it because you gotta wait from anyway. But see these Boomerang Bros? Hammer Bros? I don't know what they are. They're Hammer Bros. You gotta kill them to unload a fluff, but we just skip that and use the lava wall to get a ton of momentum and boost all the way cells down to the end here. Using the drill, grabbing the coin so we don't die that over here. Then we're gonna actually be skipping this checkpoint, unless you're a 2P cheater. Oh, he's gonna be skipping anyway. And then losing our drill, because walking with the drill, you can't long jump, it's pretty slow. Getting onto this bullet build and doing the skip over here, I think it's intentional because, there's one up there. Skipping all the way to Launch Star. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, this next section, this is one of the cool sections we're on. With these elevators, how did you kill that drive?
That was so real.
But cloud movement, you can do these cloud side flips, cloud back flips, cloud jumps. Cloud movement's sick. I love cloud movement. But it's one of the coolest mechanics in any speedrun.
We need one of these clouds, so I'm not going to be wasting that last one.
Yeah, you don't need it, but it's faster to have one of them. Because you can use Yoshi and flutter to it.
Alright, you might see it glistening in the distance. Here it comes. Beautiful. That's kind of like, what was the example from like Hotfix from the symbol? But because there's nothing underneath you, you get a load of momentum.
Yeah, you get a ton of momentum. And it's incredibly cool. That was incredibly helpful.
This is another one of my favorite strats coming up. We've got Torch Boost.
Torch Boost is
the known run killer.
Cool. It's a huge run killer, this late into the run, but it is such a cool strat.
Surely I'll get it first try, right?
Clueless. No, but what you're supposed to do is kill the Hammer Bros and spawn that like fluff flower thing that you can glide along to the green star with. That is really slow. So what we're going to be doing instead is doing that lava bounce we did earlier, and grabbing the coin from the very bottom, and then we're going to be doing a homing ground pound off a fireball shot by a torch. That you can see the fireballs shooting up in the distance by those torches. We're going to be using one of those to launch ourselves into the star. So he's going to line it up, get the cycle right. So right there, going to long jump forward, into the star, or into the torch, into the star.
Beautiful.
That was incredibly clean.
Definitely can't complain about that. Getting that first try is great.
Absolutely.
Alright, that is everything done now except World S. We've got, I think, 12 stars left? Six levels?
Yeah.
And that is it. I started off with probably the easiest one. This one is like... I'm not gonna say anything because I died in this in my last PB, so I don't think I could say anything anymore.
You died here in the record, didn't you? Yeah. It is very easy, but you can always have a moment.
All right, see if you can point out where the green star is just by watching. Can you spot it?
I think I know where it is.
You know? I mean, I hope you know. Alright, and you didn't spot it. It's right there, underneath. Alright, one more. Yeah, this is probably like the easiest level with the whole run. As much as everyone's gonna meme on me for saying it, because I died there recently.
It's
but,
very easy.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's probably houses some of the coolest stages. Like, personally, Flip Out for me is probably my favorite.
Flip Out's so cool. I love Flip Out.
Definitely one of the most insane levels to do quickly.
But yeah, this is where Jay died.
No. Listen, I don't want to die here again.
Can you take a guess how we died?
I'm never going to be able to erase
honestly,
that.
I don't know how.
I don't know how either. Surely, like, see, how would you ever die in that level? No, definitely not me.
Yeah, that was one of the stages. Yeah. You have stuff like Clockwork. You have stages like Honeybloom, Honey Top, and Mario Squared.
Alright, whoever in chat said they really enjoyed the rolling ball level as well. I have just a level for you.
Oh boy,
one of those levels
we get to roll
slightly out of order, because if you miss Green Star 1, you're not going to be happy about it. So if you miss Green Star 1, you can just roll all the way down, get Green Star 2, and then hopefully get it second try.
Don't miss Green Star 2.
Yeah, hopefully you don't miss Green Star 2. You have to pull out the rocks back up.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person who's done that, so.
I saw a clip of someone like trying and getting really close, but I think you're the only person I've seen actually pull it off.
That's in my Greens PB still. I'm never PBing Greens again. Yeah, I'm never PBing Greens again, just so that can move on. Anyway, Jay does like a jump there to conserve momentum from the jump. If you jump actually frame perfectly, you get too much speed and jump off the edge. Anyway, Green Star 1 here. This is really hard. I'm gonna let him focus.
Enemy RNG is not very happy here.
No, that's not good.
If you get like really good RNG there, you can conserve all your speed all the way, and it makes grabbing it a lot easier. But you know, it's very sketchy. Need some people asking in the chat if I'm gonna do Grandmaster. I don't think we're gonna have time to do Grandmaster chat. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Remount. Show off one remount.
Show off remount once.
Probably you'll hit it. Clueless. Anyway, here's Green Star 1.
Yep. Still keeping my track record of not selecting the wrong star. Haven't done that yet, so one thing I could say that I've done successfully this run.
If it was me, I would have done it in Sky Station 2.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Oh, no jump there at all.
No jump, yeah, jumpless.
Yeah, but this time we can go the shortcut way. I think it's shortcut way.
It's kind of a shortcut. It's where the comp medal is, but.
Yeah, it would be so much better if you could just jump from here all the way down to the bottom, but you know, there's a bunch of death barriers. It does not let you do that. As much as that would be really cool. To ride the platform as normal. Trying to keep my speed, but not too much speed, because there's been a bunch of instances recently where we've had too much speed, have somehow fallen off. So, gonna be holding back just a little bit.
Yeah, and this is actually really tricky to get.
Just gonna be slowing down just a little bit.
Yeah, nice. It's very easy just to go right through that star.
Yeah, if there's any Super Mario Sunshine lovers in the chat, I'm not sure if we've got any of those here tonight, but
I love Super Mario Sunshine.
if you love Super Mario Sunshine, then you're in for a treat. We're actually gonna be going over to Rico 4. Everyone's favorite Super Mario Sunshine secret.
I love Super Mario Sunshine.
This level is actually pretty cool. As much as I love the slope mechanics in this game, being able to use the cloud fire in this level just makes it so much better.
It makes it so much fun, yeah. The slopes in this game suck. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest. They suck.
I would be surprised if I get sloped here. We gotta show up at least one slope.
I would not be surprised. This you can just like they just don't make sense.
The slope will appear.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes it'll be flat and you'll get a weird slope jump and you can't spin out of it. Sometimes it'll be horizontal or vertical and you can jump off of it and it makes no sense. But,
basically, I got dice roll over these moving things. There'll be a wall, a floor. Oh, there's a slope. There we go. We found one.
Yep.
Lost the dice roll there. Okay, we don't need two clouds here. Little bit wacky because of the slope moment, but it's fine.
It's fine. It'll work. Heading into Green Star 1. This is a pretty simple one. Very easy to get sloped here. If you're gonna get sloped anywhere, it's here.
Yeah, I even take like an intentionally slower cycle here to reduce the chance of that happening. So if you go for the fast cycle, there's like a 50% chance of getting sloped.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
Because in Galaxy 2, like if you land on a slope and you try and jump, it just forces you in a direction and you can't do any inputs. You're just at the mercy of the game. Sometimes you're just in the right direction. Sometimes, you're dead immediately. Yeah. Hopefully no slope incidents. Oh, there's one.
Yep, there's a slope. There's one.
I couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. There you go. At least the ones we had in this one weren't too punishing. Yeah, now for the Super Mario Galaxy 1 enjoyers in the chat, we've had the level for the Sunshine lovers, we've had the level for the 64 lovers. Now, any Galaxy 1 enjoyers, they're gonna love what's coming next. Probably
Beach Bowl 3.
Probably one of the most real planets from the whole of Galaxy 1.
Yeah, they decided to bring the best planet back.
You'll definitely recognize this. Actually, a lot of levels in here from the Fans of Galaxy 1.
Yeah, boss blitz. The entirety of it.
I love boss blitz. Alright, so Green Star 1, we're gonna do one first, because the cycles, this level is all cycles. Everything you see here, giant cycle, everything's moving, everything's in the way. Don't want it to be in the way. Do Green Star 1 first, and hopefully we're gonna make the fastest cycle we can.
Yeah, this is an incredibly difficult level just because of how fast everything moves. Right here, a little backflip off the moving block, get a ton of momentum. If you actually long jump off of it, you lose all your speed for some reason. Once the block goes backwards. So we have to backflip so we don't lose our speed.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Really tricky. Yeah.
Couldn't do that any better.
Yeah. That triple jump can be incredibly tricky, so nice job at getting it.
And now this one, we're gonna basically do kind of the similar movement. The cycles are gonna work out better for us to get the second green star. The second one's slightly further in the level.
Yeah, and there's like one tox box that can kind of mess us up.
These tox boxes, they mean business. They do not mess around.
Absolutely not.
I've got some clips, some of these interactions with tox boxes, and they really don't care. by your speedrun. Oh,
There's
God.
actually the task strat here is actually to get launched by one of these talk boxes. You can get launched. It gives a ton of speed. But you can get launched and you can land into the star, and it's the coolest. It's one of the coolest looking tasks. I recommend looking up Purple Sun's YouTube channel and Galaxy 2 tasks because they're so cool.
That was a bit scary. That was supposed to go. Alright, for the fans of Supermassive Galaxy 1, any Supermassive Galaxy 1 fans in the chat? Me? Love Supermassive Galaxy 1. If you love all of the bosses in one. We've actually just got 4 stars to go. Two more levels.
Almost done. Kind of crazy. We've been playing greens for 3 hours. I love greens.
The cool thing about boss splits in greens is that you can actually skip a lot of the cutscenes. So we've actually, fought all these bosses before setting up the file. And, the game's like, okay, you've already done this before. It's gonna let you skip all the cutscenes. So it's not as bad as the cutscenes of these bosses are very long.
Oh yeah. But you, as you can see, just mash A and you're boop, skip the cutscene, putting Dino Piranha. And Dino Piranha, very simple, just hit his tail into his head. You can actually soft lock on this planet.
Oh yeah, there's a very, very small chance that could happen. Hopefully
it's only happened to 2 people ever.
Because one of them had to be Source as well. He's so lucky.
One of them was Source. One of them was Octum during the 602. But like those were the only 2 accounts of it happening to anyone. Where the tail can get stuck behind one of the Starbit crystals, and the game just stop locks. Only happened to 2 people within the span of like the last 3 months.
I'm gonna try and speed up this boss fight a little bit by being as close as possible as I can during these coconut hits, and also getting the back momentum right into the star. Just some very minor optimizations, just trying to get things going as fast as possible.
Yeah, and then we got everyone's favorite boss here.
I'm gonna try and get as close to him as possible for each ground pound. He's RNG though, so wherever he spawns, the mercy of the dice roll. Hopefully we get him on the surface somewhere. Beautiful. I think that's like the best you can get.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really clean.
Hitting the baldy.
Okay.
You're stuck.
Well, that was.
Yeah, if you move during that cutscene, there's a chance you get stuck there. You have to spin your joystick around to fix it.
Great Galaxy 2.
It happens mostly only happens in PB Piranha though, in Sky Station 1.
Yeah, we don't have to fight Bouldergeist. That is the furthest we will go, which is fantastic because I cannot stand Bouldergeist. Anyone that knows me or has watched me do a speedrun of this game
Any
ever,
Galaxy run.
Yes, anyone that watched any Galaxy run ever, they will hate Bouldergeist.
So bad.
Yeah, 3 stars to go. Already seeing some Bouldergeist faces in the chat. Cat knows.
We love Boldy. Yeah, we're just
Good
paying him
old
a visit. Doing a little stopping by, checking in on him. He likes it when we check in on him. It gives us good RNG the next run.
Doing our daily wave.
Yeah. Hey, but we don't visit him now. We should be stopping by our good friend, Major Burrows, where the next green star is.
The mole was actually looking after the green stuff for us. Can't get other grunts to reach it himself, so we're just gonna wait to take it off him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Bouldergeist casually and in the speedruns. He's just not like.
He's the worst. Yeah. The reason he sucks is that it's just completely random. He can give you 2 boulders or 1 boulder. If he gives you 2 boulders that you can hit him back with, then you save 40 seconds. And you have to fight him twice.
It's one of those speedruns where there really isn't that much RNG, but the things that are RNG are really bad.
Yeah. And it sucks, that's also at the very end of 120.
Yeah,
So you can be on like hot 120 pace and just lose a minute and a half.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, don't have to fight them all this time. Just go straight past them, get the green star. Going into the last stage. 2 more greens to go. That'll be it.
Flip out's sick. Flip out is
Probably ending on one of the coolest stages, honestly.
No,
If I can get a clean looking example. So the whole gimmick of the way this galaxy works is that every time you spin, the platforms move. So it'll start on either blue or red. Every time you shake, it'll change. It'll be red. You shake, it goes blue. Shake again, it goes back to red, etc. So there's a lot of different things we can do with spin cancel. So like spinning and then jumping during the spin to get some really fast movement chains going.
Green Star 1, you're not going to see any of that because it's at the very beginning.
Green Star 1 is incredibly sharp, but Green Star 2 has got basically the meat of the whole level.
Yep. Green Star 1's cool though. There's a cool little strat you can do just to kind of skip what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like wall jump up at the very top above the pipe, but what we're just going to do is, you know, long jump.
Really dodgy wall jump angle though sometimes, which is scary.
Yeah. You need a diagonal wall jump and it's going to be very...
Anyway, this is the last level. The timing ends as soon as I touch the star. Don't have to wait for any animation or anything. As soon as I touch it, that is the run over.
Time is coming up pretty soon.
In about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think overall this run went pretty well. I probably shouldn't say that right before this level, but I think overall...
This level's a hard level. This is one of the 10 levels that aren't in auto-scroller. But,
yeah, overall it's went pretty well.
Many a run die. This level. But yeah, it's been a fun run. Tibbs got record. Very, very eventful.
Alright. Time for some fancy movement.
Oh yeah. So basically we're gonna be seeing a lot of, as Jay explained earlier, is spin cancel long jumps. Or basically you spin to shake the blocks in a different direction, but cancel it instantly by doing a long jump, and you can do a spinning long jump. And you're gonna see that decent amount. Right there, that was a spin cancel jump, just a regular jump, and a cool little like, I don't know, sequence break you can go to break all of that like section, the wall jump up, instead of you just actually do a triple jump up, and it's really cool. Anyway, this section over here, another really difficult section. We're gonna be doing more spin cancel long jumps, doing a backflip onto this wall. That was the weirdest angle I think I've ever seen. Right here, just doing more long jumps here. Pretty simple, but we have to be careful to make sure that the blue is not blocking us. Make sure we have the right.
Oh, at least we got the checkpoint.
Oh my god! And that is why 2P is very helpful.
That was pretty lucky. Yeah, that doesn't actually lose that much time because that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, time coming up in about 15 seconds. Very close to the end. Oh no.
So true.
Oh, maybe
so
not.
Oh, so true. So true.
Yeah, I can't make that up. Yeah, you gotta end on something wacky. Well, time will now be coming in about 15 seconds. Will the speedrun ever end? Green stars forever. Alright, about 3, 2,
All right.
1, and that's it.
And
That's green
time.
stars.
GG.
Every single green
I
star.
love greens. Every single one.
Every single green.
We love greens.
We do love
love
greens.
greens.
You love greens. You greens enjoy it now.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
I am.
Good,
I love them
good.
very,
All
very
of the
much.
greens enjoy.
I'm glad. Yeah, now that would unlock Grandmaster Galaxy.
Yeah.
I'd love to quickly show off a shred in here if we have time. I'm not sure if we do, but
Yeah,
We do?
you can go for
Alright.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly attempt this once. It's called remount. So you know how we were talking about Yoshi earlier, and how Yoshi can only flutter 9 times before losing speed. There is a very cool strat in Grandmaster where you actually dismount Yoshi and then remount in order to get, you know, an extra 9 flutters worth of speed. And I just really hope that I can get it.
It's really hard. It is incredibly difficult.
Probably one of the hardest tricks in the whole run.
It is, yeah, and it happens at the very, you have to do it twice at the very end of a 9-hour run, optimally. But basically, you can get a ton of speed by, if you like flutter within 4 pixels of the ground, you just get like a ton of extra speed. But yeah, so the beginning part of Grandmaster, you can kind of just choose up the Yoshi. You don't have to use the flowers at all until right about now, but you're at the very end anyway. But it's not too bad.
All right, here we go.
But here we go.
I probably have time for like 1 or 2 attempts, so hopefully.
Yeah, probably an attempt or two. Yeah. But basically, we're gonna line ourselves up back here in this back corner. And usually we have to go through this entire section, hit all the flip panels, and then yeah. Good start though.
Ah.
Good job.
Almost.
So.
All right, we'll give it one more try and then we'll call it.
But so we got the like remount onto Yoshi. But what you need to do next is jump to the left to get like a sideways backwards angle, because Yoshi actually moves faster when he's moving at a diagonal angle backwards. Like a backwards sideways angle is the fastest Yoshi movement, and we need like that angle to be able to make it to where we're trying to go and optimally.
Even just landing back on Yoshi is already difficult enough. It's really can't exaggerate enough how difficult the strat is.
You only have a couple
40
frames
seconds
or so.
though.
You only have a couple frames or so to get the to get the jump.
See, now that one I probably would not go.
That was not gonna work. Yeah, that was good.
Oh no.
No. Oh?
Oh?
Hold. Maybe.
No, that one's not gonna work. But you can kind of get the gist of
You
it.
can see what's going to do. Yeah.
You could see where it was going.
Yeah, you could see where it was
Incredibly
going. But yeah,
difficult.
anyway, that is green stars with failed attempt at Grandmaster, but it's close enough.
We got the
Love
idea. That's pretty cool. Yeah, everyone in chat was also saying that trick is extremely hard.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah,
it is crazy.
Nemi found that strat around like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago at this point. And it kind of blew the community up by storm. It's incredibly, it's an incredibly hard strat.
Definitely, if you ever get just 2 minutes, you want to waste watching some Galaxy, I definitely recommend watching the IL for that. It is probably one of the craziest things you'll ever see.
It is. Yeah, it's great.
Well, Jay and Rox, thank y'all so much for a super informative and entertaining run of Super Mario Galaxy, all green stars. I want to give you both an opportunity to shout out anything you'd like, let us know where to find you and what to expect if we come to your channels.
All right, sounds good. Well, yeah, anyway, for those that still don't know, I'm Jay. I also speedrun. I speedrun all the time. If you're ever awake, I'm probably live. So I'd say definitely follow me. Also follow Rox. Rox also speedruns. He speedruns, Rox speedruns everything. Don't you, Rox?
Yeah, too much.
Rox speedruns a lot. But yeah, definitely give us both a follow. If you're interested in Galaxy, I definitely recommend checking out the Galaxy Speedrunning Discord, which you'll find linked on speedrun.com. Very easy to find. If you go to speedrun.com/SuperGalaxy, Super Galaxy 2, you'll basically find every resource there that you'll need to get into Galaxy. But other than that, I think that's it.
Yeah, shouts to us, shouts to the Galaxy community, to everyone who's been pushing the game down. Green Stars came down a long way. We might have been memeing on it, but a ton of optimization has been found in the past few years.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy category at top level. It's absolutely wild.
But yeah, thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for being on, and thank you, Green Stars. We love you.
We love green stars.
Real quick, before we sign off, just a couple of announcements, chat. Just a reminder that today is the last day to apply to become a host judge for AGDQ 2023 online. Use command AGDQ in chat to apply. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to stay tuned. After this break, we'll have speed runs from the crypt with Fatal Frame 3 and Tormented Souls coming up next.